Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Anderson Park. A wonderful early spring day here in 2018. We have the Georgia Titans versus the Upstate Gamecocks. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing you some National Developmental Football League action here on a 5 o'clock kickoff time / 4:30 for those people living in Hawaii. Have wonderful people on the cameras. We got Keith and Jennifer showing the sights and the sounds of the game, and I got my wonderful two announcers who I'm going to hand it over here shortly to Mr. Coach Adam Collins and Mr. Coach Craig Chapman. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Great, man.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
Yes, sir, indeed.
You drink some green beers?
Well, I'm going to see some green beer, and that's what's the most important thing. I don't know if I'm going to drink it, but I'm definitely going to see it. Hopefully not the other way, just one way in general. Well, hopefully get a great game. This is number 3, the Upstate Gamecocks versus the number 4. Georgia Titans, and a nice matchup. New uniforms out there for the Georgia Titans. Should be fun. Gentlemen, take it away. Tell us what the matchup looks like tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen the Titans play before. Both teams are 1-1. They just finished the coin toss. Hold on, let's see what's going on. All right, it looks like the Titans have deferred to the second half. And the Gamecocks made the right choice and chose to receive.
Amen.
Both teams were 1-1. Last year, the Gamecocks were 6-4. Last year, the Titans were 8-2 and lost in the semis. Should be a pretty good matchup, as we talked about before. They were as you spoke about, they were 3-4. We'll see a multiple spread out of both teams, a 4-3 out of the Gamecocks and a 4-2-5 out of the Titans. Coach Chapman.
Yes, sir, Coach.
Keys to the game.
Well, when you got two teams that are supposed to be evenly matched, then you're going to look at turnovers. And in last week's game, turnovers were the thing that eventually led to the tie in the game that we watched. So, we're going to see which team can control the football, protect the football. And, it's interesting. We're going to get the Upstate Gamecocks right here traveling a long way to play a football game. So we'll see what travel has to do with it. But we're going to get to see them first, so it'll be interesting to see how they are operating on offense. Looked like they were going to be in a lot of 4-wide sets and warm-ups.
Yeah, I see you right there. And, I always, my thing every time is that center quarterback exchange between that and special teams miscues. Huh? We saw both of those happen last week. As a matter of fact, we've seen them happen every week since preseason.
And, we're getting into a point of the season where that should become less of a factor. Hey, we got a whistle, Coach.
All right, well, let's kick it off then.
And everybody's got 11, so.
Well, that's always a good thing. You're not having to draft guys for a kickoff team.
Just got a quick roster from the Upstate Gamecocks. Coach Chapman handed it over to Coach Collins, and away we go with a nice little kickoff here, gentlemen. Hopefully you're going to have a great game. I'll join y'all here shortly. Enjoy yourselves. Here we go.
And there's a kick. Spinning kick going to be caught at about the 20-yard line. Brought out around the right side. Looks like that's number 22 with the ball. A little shake and bake right there. He cuts through. He's down the sideline.
Ooh,
and all of a sudden, it's a big return.
32-yard return right there for the Gamecocks, Coach.
It's a big return, and that's number 22. That's Porter for the Gamecocks right there on the return.
Don't you like it when you get that roster now we can say a name and not a number?
Yeah, that's always pleasant.
All right, so you're going to start at the 49-yard line right here of the Titans.
That's great starting field position.
It is.
It'd be interesting to see if they're able to do anything with it. That 4-2-5 defense, you can do a lot of different stuff with that. There's lots of moving parts. It's not the Jap defense that the 3-3-5 is, but
the 4-2-5 was brought into existence because of the spread offense, so it's built to handle 4 wide receivers.
And that's what we're going to get. We're going to get doubles.
And we're going to get man coverage right off the bat, Coach. It's cover 1. Oh, here we go.
And it looks like they're bringing 5.
Zone.
Quick zone off to supposed to be the right side, cuts back to the left. He's going to be wrapped up quick.
First rushing attempt of the night there for the Gamecocks goes for -1 yard. Looked like he had something, Coach, if he could have got out the gate on the backside right there.
Well, that's always the thing, is if you can break the first level, you got a real chance. That was fluke, which is interesting. That was fluke on the carry.
Well,
it's an odd name.
Hopefully that's not a fluke.
Yeah.
I'll be here all day.
Yeah. I imagine the Titans are going to continue to send 5- and 6-man pressure. Same thing, doubles. Zone off to the right-hand side. Big number 75 plowing. Whoever that is, the defensive end right there. But the cavalry comes a-running, and it's all Titans. The Gamecocks going nowhere. Going to bring up what looks to be about 3rd and 11.
Coach Collins, what you think about number 75 working on his drive blocking skills?
I tell you what, that's a big joker. I was down there looking at him before the game started. He's a big man. He's got me by probably 4 or 5 inches. He's a tall dude.
And you're a mammoth of a man. You make
I'm not a small guy. No,
you're not. No,
you beat me to it, Coach.
Yeah,
I was about to say you're a quite large human.
He's probably 6'6", 6'7". He's a big dude.
3rd and 12 here, Coach.
All right, here we go. Doubles, money down. Quarterback in the gun, back offset to his left. Just a 4 or 5-man pressure. Quick screen out to the right-hand side. Breaks a tackle.
All right.
Gets wrapped up and brought down. You know, Coach Chapman, this 4-down territory for you if you're on the road?
I am. I'm not going to punt. I personally don't think punting is legal. Why did they move the sticks, fellas? That's not a first down. It's 4th down. They move the sticks.
It begins.
It is a catastrophe.
That is what I'm talking about.
The sticks have been moved, and it is a –
well, I'm pretty sure somebody flagged them.
It's supposed to be 4th and 7 or 4th and 5. They just gained 7. It was 2nd and 12. It should be – that's where the chains go. You're right, fellas. Pull it. You're good. Leave it there.
Gentlemen, the referees took care of it. That's a wonderful thing.
It's the first time. There we go.
Yes. Early here in the first quarter. That's nice. And with that, looks like either they're going to take a timeout – or they're going to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I think this is a referee timeout, man.
Yeah, making sure everybody's on the same page of where that ball's supposed to be here on 4th down and 5.
As long as this stays at 4th down, I'll be happy.
Yes, don't bring us any 5th downs this week, please.
Yeah, this week's game, speaking of this week's game brought to you by Club Tails.
Yes. When you think of clubs, think of tails. Club Tails. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, sirs.
I'm not going to touch that one.
No, I appreciate it. Not even a 10-foot pole going to get near that one. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I would do my best to leave it alone.
Hey, what did you think of the old NCAA bracket last night? 7-16 taking down a 1 there.
It's first time ever, man, so it's hard to know what to think.
I know. It's one of those ones that you're glad you're seeing it, but you also feel for that one that just the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah. I didn't.
Warren Buffett's not parting with any money this year.
No.
You know, he runs a thing with his employees where he gives $1 million for a perfect bracket.
Yeah, he's not going to have to worry about that at this point. All right, back over to y'all, gentlemen.
Here we go.
4th and about 5.
Doubles. Quarterback in the gun, back offset to his right.
Oh my word!
And he gave his zone. I would have gone quick screen again.
Well, that was not.
He's met by a host of Titans, and ladies and gentlemen, I'd give you better numbers on the Titan jerseys if I could see the numbers. The jerseys, the uniforms look fantastic, and the numbers are awfully hard to see.
Silver numbers on the red jerseys does not stand out. I know one thing, you can't run a trap on 4th and 5 if you don't block anybody. The trap guy tackled the running back.
Well, that'll do it. I missed the guard on that one, Coach.
Well, Coach, it was I think the guard didn't miss the running back. Let's just put it to you that way.
Well, it's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 Titans.
Now the Titans will take over at their own 46. So both teams are going to start their prospective first drives in really good field position. Let's see if the Titans can be a little bit more efficient than the Gamecocks were.
Looks like just a pro with a flex tight end.
Oh, this is 2 tight ends, Coach.
It's double ties.
Well, it's
the flex right there with the eye. Yeah.
Okay, so you got to unbalanced look. Offside.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's going to be a offsides penalty on the Gamecocks. There's 1,000 jokes coming to my mind right now, but I'm gonna leave them all alone.
You're doing a great job, coaches. You stay focused right there.
I'm gonna leave them all alone.
It's just a flag on the play. That's all it is. A simple flag.
Leave them all alone.
That is an offsides penalty, Coach.
It is an offsides penalty.
Offsides.
What caused the offsides penalty?
It's offsides. I'm not going there. St. Patrick's Day, and I'm not going there.
All right.
All right, I'm interested, Coach. This guy's off the ball, which means the other two guys are on the ball, which means this could lead to jet to the other way, or this guy could leak down the middle of the field.
There's a quick.
There he is,
There's
right down the middle of the field.
There he goes. Oh, just out of the reach of number 7.
That was a great setup. Absolutely a great setup.
Great job. That pass intended for Diaz Mitchell.
Oh, my word. What
Number 7 right there. He was wide open, buddy.
They just jacked him with the formation, too. It was beautiful.
He
Tackle over.
he came from the tag. Was tackle over with tight end, right?
Tackle over and tight end on the nub side with a wing back, and they ran 4 verticals off of it. It was, man.
Nice concept.
And it was there. They had him. I was wondering if they were going to go jet. You know, we couldn't tell that guy on the other side was the tackle. So we didn't know the tight end was sitting here on the nub side with the wing. But that's a brilliant design. Now let's see what they got right here. All right, now they got the tight end on the wing this side. Single receiver to the left, Coach. So you're back in the eye. You're back in a wing eye look.
We'll see what we got right here. Kind of a unorthodox defense by the they call it the 4-3. Fake right there on the just out of the reach of, I believe that's number 4. Pass intended for number 4, Ramel, a drum goal.
Well, right now, Coach, they've thrown the ball twice, and it appears that just from our vantage point that the Upstate Gamecocks are going to have a hard time covering these guys because neither person has been really covered.
Right, Titans just got to throw and catch. That's all it boils down to.
No, it's nice. We're standing up here. We're not freezing to death. It's not raining.
And it's a much better vantage point than usual.
Yeah, we actually see numbers on the field and everything. There's lines. It's a good thing. They got a little 11 personnel, Coach.
There you go.
Pistol.
Quarterback in a gun, single back right behind him. Slot to his left. And the tight end started early.
I believe that's called cheating.
Yeah, you cheated. That's going to be a false start on Diaz Mitchell right there. I have a sneaking suspicion that he's going to make up for that, though, here in a few minutes.
Coach, why'd you have to call his name out?
Well, because I figured it happens to offensive linemen everywhere in America. It's the only time their names ever get mentioned when there's a penalty.
That's a good point.
May as well return the favor to some of these skill guys. But he's fixing to be wide open running down the poop chute here in a minute, and he's going to catch a ball and catch a touchdown. And, well, I take that back. There he goes into the slot. Got a doubles look.
He's offsides, too. Now he's better.
He's still pretty close.
This is an interesting defensive setup.
Yeah, that's an odd set. There's a snap, fake on the zone, going to the right-hand side.
That was supposed to be a comeback route. I would say that would have been a penalty, Coach, if the ball would have been caught.
Yeah.
Been catchable, excuse me. I used to be able to speak English.
Well, here we go. Is there uncatchable in college, Coach Chapman?
Not supposed to be. Not supposed to be.
Because I know there is no uncatchable rule in high school, but that was the debate on the way here was what rules they play by, and to our understanding they play by collegiate rules.
That is what we were told. But however, collegiate rules still require 11 on the punt, right, Coach?
Well, every once in a while you got to draft a punt team. It happens.
It appears that the drafting has not yet commenced on this sideline.
Someone has caught the Nico de Jesus disease. And
poor old Nico.
And they're trying to get out there. Here we go. Oh, man, it's punt. Already? Okay, my bad. My bad.
You know what just got fired up, Coach, right?
I smell the grill, yes, I do.
Okay, I just wondering if you smell it.
I'll be visiting halftime. There's a snap.
We got motion from the sideline on the snap, too.
Able to get it away. Punt. Nice punt. Fielded at about the 15-yard line.
That's a great play.
Wrapped up quick.
That is a great play.
That was a nice special teams play. That kind of stuff makes a difference because now you flip the field.
Coach, if he doesn't make that tackle, there's nobody here.
What number is that guy? I still can't see his jersey. Something 5, 15. Is that 15?
Yeah, it's number 15, Coach.
Okay, that's 15. That's Demetrius Griffin.
Demetrius Griffin made a heck of a play right there.
Demetrius usually a standout on offense with great special teams play. You gotta love to see when you guys that are your offensive guys get downfield. Who's that cat for the Saints? That's like a backup quarterback. and play special teams for them. You
I
know what I'm talking
I
about?
know who you're talking about. The guy that comes to mind for me is the guy from the Patriots, Slater. He's a career special teams guy that's made himself into just a guy that's basically indispensable on their roster.
A la Crash Jensen?
Yes, sir. Guy that played for the Falcons, that guy was Elbert Shelley.
Okay. He's uncovered right here.
He is.
Doubles look. There's a snap. Quick give on a read right there, and he's brought down.
Gain of 2.
After a short gain.
You gotta admire their stick-to-itiveness. They're going to run the zone play, Coach.
Yeah, I believe that play was made by number 10, Mike Navarre.
Now, coaches, we've seen seen a full series by both teams right now, and looks like, my overall perspective, the Gamecocks are holding their own against the Titans today. What is y'all's thoughts towards that?
If the Titans don't catch the ball, it ain't even a ball game.
No, it's not, but they're not doing that at this point. So
that's the downside to being a passing team.
Execution, Coach.
It is.
Execution. Now, if you're going to leave this guy wide open right here.
Yeah, the quick screen. Throw it all day.
You can keep all these
There's a
people.
snap. Quarterback drops. He looks right. Pulls the ball down, tries to run. He cuts back to the middle of the field. And he's gone. There's a flag on the ground.
A penalty.
I'll be willing to bet you that's a hold.
Either that or it's an offsides, Coach.
Oh,
it's offsides.
Offsides.
It was a gain of 3. It would have put them at 3rd and 5. They're going to take the penalty and make it 2nd and about 3 right here.
See, that changes things. 2nd and 3 is a whole lot easier to deal with.
I don't think that's the correct penalty mark off. You don't mark it off from the end of the run. I'm sorry. You just don't do that.
Oh, goodness.
That's right.
Oh,
Go back to the line of scrimmage, big guy.
Here we go. I think they're working it out right now, Craig.
Y'all got to get y'all's claws retracted, man.
This cat down here is like, it's 3rd down. No, there was a penalty.
It is 2nd down.
It is 2nd.
Trust me, we count the downs up here. We're pretty good at simple things like that.
We're down counters, as they say.
We don't want to give up. We don't want to have to play 5 downs in our league, so we're daggum sure going to count it. It's not 3rd down. Don't do that.
It's 2nd. You're playing 2.
It's the 2nd down.
There was a penalty.
It's 2nd and 3.
They accepted the penalty, so it's 2nd down. Oh, my word.
Oh, my. Coach, don't get me started on the down marker.
Dear Lord.
Go ahead and give them a recap of what happened with the Georgia Falcons game last week for those people that are.
We've seen rough down. And the thing is, the change crews, whether it be high school or semi-pro, are almost always volunteers. And they don't always know. They're dependent on the referee to know the right thing to do. So last week we saw 5th down get played twice.
And the bad part about it is it's one thing to make a joke of 5th down, but when 5th down costs you a game.
And it did.
It becomes something that's not a joke anymore.
5th down called the Georgia Falcons the game last week. Doubles, here comes motion from left to right.
They didn't adjust to it. If he throws a quick screen, he's got a chance.
There's a quick screen. He breaks the first tackle, and he's going to be about 1.5 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, they've thrown 2 passes and they've thrown 2 quick screens, Coach. What does that tell you?
They're fixing to juke joint and go right there.
I would. Did you just use juke joint?
I did.
I like it.
I'm telling you what. If I'm down there in that huddle, you couldn't swing a dead cat and not hit a quick screen down there.
Stop it, man. I can't take it anymore.
3rd and 1.5 looks like for the Gamecocks.
4 wide receivers in the zone play right here, Coach, or quarterback run.
Well, maybe quarterback ISO. Quarterback seem to run pretty well.
Quarterback's a big man. Let's just be
For
honest.
both teams, yeah. Doubles look. There's a snap. Give on the zone around the left. He tries to get the edge. He fights outside.
He's not down.
And they call him down.
That's going to be a 4th down, Coach.
That's going to bring up 4th and about 2 from their own 28. It's time to punt that ball out of there unless you think you're playing Madden. I'm just saying.
Coach, they may be playing Madden. I don't see a whole lot of people moving real fast to get on the field.
Okay.
Looks like they are bringing the punter in at this point.
Maybe they're one of those deals where they leave everybody out there.
Quarterback's going off. They're punting.
Okay. 4 big 75s we can have to cover though.
Oh, that's not a good thought.
He may be able to run, man. Who knows?
I know one thing. I was surprised the guy that punted for the Titans hammered that ball.
That joker's name is Yoshi.
Yoshi?
Number 75 is Yoshi.
I like it.
He was responsible for the Mario Kart creation, correct? All right. Sorry about that, Yoshi.
Nice drop in,
Don't
Coach.
hate the player, hate the game. Here we go.
We're going to have
it for punt.
quick kick punt. You better block this because if you don't, it's going to get blocked.
And it's going to be a short kick.
It's going to roll.
But it gets a good.
Leave it alone.
Gets a good Gamecock roll down to what looks to be about the 35-yard line.
So now we're working at the minus 34 according to where the referees are standing right here.
It should have been 35 and a half, but maybe they don't want to put it on a half-yard line. I don't know.
Yeah, Coach, we heard the comment before we got there. Yeah. Referees looked at both teams and said this will be a quick game. So far, it hasn't played out that way. We got 7:54 left to go in the first quarter in a no-score game.
I will say on the hoof, the Titans look like a little bit better ball team. And I don't know what the Gamecocks look like at home, but they had to come all the way from Spartanburg.
Well, I know this much, Coach. We've watched a lot of these games, and both of these teams seem really organized. And they seem to have a plan, especially, I'll give the Gamecocks credit. It would have been real easy to get away from the running game after having 3 consecutive tackles for a loss, but they haven't.
Tight end doubles, quarterback in the gun, single back behind him. There's a give on a straight zone, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. But he fights his way forward for about 3.
All right, so that's the first run of the game for the Titans, and it picks up 3 yards.
That's a good deal.
Well, you figure you give yourself a chance. If you get 3 yards on, 3 downs, you're going to be at 4th and 1. And if in this situation, you'll be at 4th and 1, close enough to midfield where you can consider going for it.
There's no doubt about that.
I've been trying to talk Coach Collins into just forgetting about practicing punt team and just going for it every 4th down.
I know. I've read books about people who do it. People who never punt and always onside kick. Backfield, slot to the left side, single receiver to the right.
That's illegal.
Lots of people starting at different times right there.
I don't believe the center got the snap count, Coach.
Well, if there's one guy that's got to have it, it's him. Little double pump action by the center.
Working at right here, we're working at 2nd and 12, Coach. So, you're looking at this thing. It's going to change the way you call plays, but it didn't seem like it changed anything for them. They just went back to the same play.
Here we go. Same thing. Slot to the left, backfield. There's a snap.
Play action.
Fakes the give right there. Coming.
Oh.
Receiver lost the ball, it looks like.
Pass was broken up by number 1 right there.
Pass was intended for Demetrius Griffin. Looked like he lost the ball. Maybe there's some miscommunication there. Pass broken up by Foster.
It almost felt like he was looking for a post. He was going to go inside, but then the ball was thrown outside. Didn't actually know where he was going.
I agree with you right there, Coach McMichael. Well, that's 4 passing attempts right now. They've run 6 plays. That's 4 passing. Well, excuse me. They've run 5 plays. That's 4 passing attempts, and we've yet to see a completed pass. And it's not like their guys are being covered like a blanket either, Coach.
No, it's certainly not. Doubles now.
Now, if you wanted to run it right here, you got the 5-man box.
Quarterback drops. Looks out to his right-hand side.
There
Fires
he is.
one out there.
Oh.
In and out of the hands right there.
Just a straight drop, Coach.
By number 4, Ramel Drugroll. And that pass is broken up by number 10 for the Gamecocks.
He did a good job of
Sam. Sam on the play.
Sam.
It just says Sam. Sam on the play.
As long as it's not son of Sam, we're okay.
Right. As long as you think the defense is taking orders from a dog. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that, Coach. I'm just saying.
Son of Sam, that's what he was doing. In case.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, gentlemen.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, buddy.
All right.
I'm just going to give a little history lesson about Son of Sam. That's all I was going to do.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Not enough people on the line of scrimmage for this punt.
Nope. Going to be an illegal formation. And the ball's off. And they didn't call it.
And it's going to bounce, and he's going to catch this thing.
He catches it on about the 30-yard line and heads out to the right-hand side, and
tore
somebody
his
rips
helmet
his
off.
helmet off. And there's a flag on the ground. I'm assuming that's going to be a face mask.
I would assume so, too, Coach, because
Here's a little known fact for you. Grasping any hole in the helmet is considered a face mask.
It is, Coach. Even the back of the helmet.
Even the back of the helmet is considered a face mask.
So now we're going to start drive number 3, and we're at 6:40 in the first quarter, Coach.
That's right. Now you know. No one's half the battle.
G.I. Joe, and with that, we'll take a moment. We'll be right back. This is Score Sports. This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com. Back in 3, 2. Welcome, everybody, back to Anderson Park. A 0-0 tie ball game here with the Georgia Titans and the Upstate Gamecocks. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right. Here we go, still 0-0.
Coach Collins, you want to take a bet that this is going to be zone? I'm just asking. It's the first 2 plays of every drive have been the same formation and the same play.
Doubles for the Gamecocks. There's a snap. Give him the zone around the right side, and he's going to fall forward to the line of scrimmage.
That's it.
Met quickly in the backfield. Early penetration right there by the D-line for the Titans.
Right now the D-line is dominating the center area.
That was an interior gap shoot.
Yeah, and it's one of the things. If you're going to run the zone, you have to be able to block the center area. The tackles, you can get away with them being, kind of run and create space players, but the center area has to create a drive area so you can get the chance to cut back.
No doubt. You see the beautiful mind action happening there, like the minus 25.
Mm-hmm.
There's a snap. Giving a zone to the left. Oh, good gravy.
Coach, they tried to run tackle trap.
Did they pull 75
They
from the
did,
other side?
Coach. They did, and it was a disaster.
I didn't see him show up in the screen right in my little screen that I looked through. I didn't see him show up right there.
Coach, he didn't show up because he never had a chance to get there.
I tell you what, if you're going to run tackle trap, your tackle's got to be some kind of athlete. He can't just be a big guy. He's got to be able to move.
Well, I'm not saying 75's not an athlete, but if you're going to run tackle trap, you've got to take a counter step. And there was no counter step on that play.
Well, my mom always told me not to step on the counter, so.
All right. Get pistol, Coach.
There we go, doubles.
3rd and 12.
See if the Titans dial up some heat. Quarterback drops, and they do, son. Oh, still open across the middle.
Oh, my.
Still open across the middle. That looked like that was broken up by Navarre. Intended for number 21 for the Gamecocks.
Well, we heard Navarre talking. We heard Navarre talking before the game, and he was talking about how he gotten a flag on every game for hitting somebody, and it's always been his shoulder. And he hit with the shoulder that time. But let's be honest, Coach, they just ran shallow concept right there on that play, and they had immediate pressure, and they had they had a shallow route open. But every quarterback in the world is not going to want to throw a 3-yard route when it's 3rd and 12.
Yeah. You got to really trust your guys like that.
We got a cat that'll do that.
Yeah. All right, trying to get everybody lined up for punt. Last time on punt, it was an illegal formation, but they didn't call it.
Yeah, but that was on the Titans, Coach. These guys are actually lined up right.
Yep. Yeah, this looks like this is set up properly. He's awful shallow, though. He's at about 8 yards.
Oh, no.
Ah, snap over his head. Scrambling to try and get it away.
Whoa.
Great job by the punter.
And it's going to work. Look at this.
Great job by the punter.
Oh, did he touch that? He did. Did he touch that? If he did, it's a touchdown.
He touched that ball.
I guess he didn't because they called it a touchback. That was.
I thought for sure he touched the ball. We got anything out of the camera people over there? Did y'all see him touch the ball? Yeah, we're hearing close.
It was very close. He reached down. I almost had an opportunity to throw a replay on it. He reached down, but it was unable to actually cause movement in the ball. So I'm going to say that's why the ref went ahead and just allowed it to go to the end zone.
The ball continued on its path.
Coach, I'm just going to tell you that was a 56-yard punt.
For a high snap, that's pretty good.
That's
now.
A 56-yard punt.
I'd take a high snap every time if I get a 56-yard punt.
Coach, we've seen 2 punts from both teams now, and both of them have been nice. We had a 42-yard punt and a 39-yard punt from the Titans, and we've had a 32 and a 56. all right, from the Gamecocks. So it's been a little bit different story with the special teams today. Perhaps maybe everybody's hitting their stride.
I tell you what, punting the ball from 8 yards is a little scary, though.
It is, especially when the snap goes 16 yards.
High backfield, pro left. There's the give on the ISO to the right side. Fights through a man, bounces
Nice
outside,
run.
runs through a tackle. Atta baby. That a way to finish your run. That a way to finish your run. That cat's running behind his pads, coach.
And giving and going. That's an 8-yard gain right there, and he spun off of contact twice.
I tell you what, as an offensive lineman, there ain't nothing an offensive lineman loves to see more than a back that runs hard.
And it gives you a little flexibility. You're at 2nd and 2 now, so if you want to come back and do something a little bit different,
Take a shot.
knowing that you got that, they've run the ball twice. They've got 11 yards and 2 running plays. They hadn't completed a pass yet.
Same formation,
Same
play.
play.
Oh,
Oh.
hit early, but
Did he
fights through it. Gets spun around. I think he might have lost the ball, though.
They
Nah,
got
he
it
comes
back.
out. He comes out with the ball.
They got it back. He did fumble it. But they got it back.
He got spun. He's right at the down marker. I'm sorry, right at the stick. Sorry.
Hey, but coach, he had to make a guy miss 2 yards deep in the backfield.
Yeah. I tell you what, they might need to look at running the ball more often.
If I was them, I might want to run it right.
Yeah.
They've run it left twice.
Either that or go doubles and get everybody out of the box and run it.
Got a little bunch look right here.
Trips bunch to the right-hand side.
This is an illegal formation, coach.
They were just trying to run a
It's
quarterback
illegal.
sneak, but there
It's
weren't enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Illegal formation.
There weren't enough guys on the line of scrimmage because you had a tight end bunch over here, and there's a flag on the ground, too.
Don't move the sticks, people.
But you had a trips on this side and 2 backs in the backfield.
Bad part about it is the quarterback gained 3 yards.
So that's
Now
going to move them back 5.
Now you're back at 3rd down and 5.5 right here, coach.
Yeah. What you got right here, Coach Chapman?
You know me, coach. We're throwing shallow cross. Either that or we're throwing 839.
I hear you.
If it was 3rd and 8, we might throw a screen or we might bust them with push. But, I don't want to give away too many things. You never know who's listening to these things.
The doubles for the Titans. Quarterback in the gun, back offset to his left side. The give to the right on the zone.
He's going to come up 2 yards short.
They're spotting
There's
him.
no way that's the spot.
They're spotting him at a half a yard short.
Now, let's see what they do right here. I'm tempted to go for this. My quarterback is gigantic.
Looks like you got a guy from the Gamecocks down. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
And Adam, 3, 2.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Got a scoreless ball game going with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
All right, here comes quarterback sneak, coach.
All right, he's a big guy.
Here comes quarterback sneak.
It's 4th and about 1 for the Titans.
Oh, my Lord, if they ran over here, it'd be over.
And I think that's going to be a false start.
Or a timeout, one of the two. Timeout.
Timeout, Gamecocks.
And with that, we'll take another break, and we'll be right back to you to hear a word from our sponsors. When you think Score Sports, think about this sponsor.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Coach, quarterback sneak again.
We're going to run it back. It's 4th down again.
Quarterback sneak again, coach.
I don't see why you would change. I'd go quarterback sneak. It looks like the defense is running the Maryland eye right there.
If they bust this, there's no one left.
He's just running. All right, quarterback under center.
Toss sweep.
Toss around to the right-hand side. He breaks a tackle.
He's not going to break enough of them,
I
coach.
tell you what, great pursuit right there by the Gamecocks. Really nice pursuit. Tackle made by number 20, the final tackle made by number 20. That's going to be tie. We got a tie on our team, too. Nice defensive stand right there by the Gamecocks and scoring opportunity upcoming.
Now, the play before that, they didn't have anybody lined up out there, and we just talked about it in the break that the toss sweep to the right would have been a touchdown. But after the timeout, they lined up everybody on the ball, and the toss sweep to the right ends up netting you a 4-yard loss, and it gives the Upstate Gamecocks a chance to score on a short field when I really don't think, And I've been proven wrong before, Coach. Last week was one of those, that they could drive the field on these guys.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's going to take, at this point right now, it's a battle of attrition.
Yeah, I mean.
Typically the teams we see don't have a field goal kicker who's good from this distance, with rare exception. Doubles, give her on the zone to the right side, and he's caught at this line of scrimmage. Like clockwork. First down, you're going to get zone.
But probably one of the most interesting thing is they've been able to flip the field position. Recently first part of the first quarter, they had been on the other side of the 50, and now closing in here, less than right around a minute to play here in the first quarter, and they're on the 30-yard line driving in here. The Upstate Gamecocks look like they might have an opportunity.
A 56-yard punt helped them out a lot.
Titans will hold right here, fellas.
I don't think anything different except that they're going to leave this guy in the slot uncovered on the wide side of the field. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, there's a snap. Fakes, looks across the middle, had a man in and out of the arms of number 21 right there. That pass didn't getting broken up. He just dropped it.
A little bit behind him, Coach.
It hit him in the chest, Coach. You got to catch that. Montego, receivers, just a little word to the wise. If you touch the ball, catch it.
Well, he didn't catch it with his hands. He tried to use the body, and that costs you when the ball is not square up on you. I still don't see how they're going to get away with not covering this slot over here on the wide side of the field.
That was a good enough pass to be a first down.
It should have been.
But as we said, the slot over here on the wide side of the field is uncovered. They've got a safety over the top of him. But, we run quick screen to your nosebleeds right here.
Well, you only got to block one guy, guys. The safety's 10, 12 yards deep right here. He's telling him right now.
Now, the safety is Navarre. Maybe that's why they feel confident.
Maybe so.
Doubles. Quarterback quick throwing a little out route, and Navarre's there in a hurry.
All right. Now you got 4th and 7, Coach.
That pass completed to number 18. That's Gage. He's excited about catching that ball. I caught it, baby, he says.
Number 19, Coach.
That's what I said, 19. You
got to listen. 18. I heard 18. I apologize.
You got to listen.
I'm sorry. I'm refocusing, man.
There we go.
I just want to make sure I could say 19's name a couple of times.
There we go.
Number 19. Oh, that was Johnny.
Johnny made the catch?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's good.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely Johnny be good. So
there you go.
There it is. There it is.
Not the quickest man in the world sometimes, gentlemen.
Here we go, doubles. See if the Titans bring some heat here on 4th down.
They
do. Quarterback drops, hit as he throws. Oh, broken up at the last minute. Oh. A little shenanigans right there. A little helmet shoving. I will say in defense of the Titans, it was actually instigated by the Upstate Gamecocks right there.
Number 21 in that instigation.
Yeah, number 21.
That's not where the ball is, fellas.
That guy's Montego. Okay, whatever.
Last name Bay?
Yes,
okay.
Montego Bay.
All righty.
Okay, we're rolling along right here. We got 10 seconds left in the first quarter, guys. Takes from the first quarter so far.
Titans need to run the ball.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you there. Take for the Upstate Gamecocks.
Upstate Gamecocks, they got to stop running the same play on 1st down.
Okay. They've run the zone, and an RPO off the zone and a quick screen. I can tell you what they're running. Here comes a run to the right.
ISO to the right-hand side. He's going to fight for 2. But I'm telling you, if they'll continue to run the ball, their short play-action game is going to be wide open.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we'll end this first quarter here. Action play at Anderson Park. It is a 0-0 ball game. We got a little null action going here from the soccer fanatics of Georgia. Glad to have everybody with us. We'll be right back.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
2, 1.
Welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Still a 0-0 game at the start of the second quarter. Your Georgia Titans versus the Upstate Gamecocks. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Hopefully we're going to see some run action right here. I think the run game's been kind of good to them.
Well, actually, it's 2nd down and about 8.
That's what I said. You got to listen.
I'm sorry, Coach. I was zoned out right there.
Well, I have a bad habit of looking at the box.
Who called timeout?
I don't know, but they truly don't believe in a true change of the clocks. You know, I mean, back in the day, you get a true full timeout here at the end of the quarter, and next thing you know, the whistle's blowing and everybody's running back.
I think these guys have somewhere to be.
Yes.
It's St. Patrick's Day, Coach.
It is St. Patrick's Day. Some green beers to drink.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It
5
is.
o'clock somewhere. Here
It's
we
5
go.
o'clock here, I think.
This is about to be the most interesting formation I've ever seen.
In the world?
Because we don't have – okay, now we got it fixed. We had 2 tackles on the same side and 1 guard.
There we go. Hey, you slide out. All right, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, just like this. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Motion coming from left to right. Oh, that's going to be offsides. You guys can't
False
start
start.
till the ball snapped.
False start, Coach.
False start. That's a terrible call. If I had my glasses here with me, I'd offer them to you because that was awful. Yeah, that's encroachment at the very least. The defensive line shot through the line right there. Yeah, that has a tendency to make offensive linemen move. So, again, just so you know, you are officially off my Christmas list.
Dun, dun, dun.
Coach, don't be so harsh, man.
I'm kidding. I love referees. They're my favorite people.
And don't lie.
There's a lot of them that I really like. The guys that call good games, I love those guys. All right, here we go. Got a slot out to the left-hand side.
Looking at 2nd and 14, Coach. What you got for that?
Quarterback under center. It's like some jet action. They're going to toss it the other way.
This play has no chance.
And nothing happening.
I mean, he gained 2.
Brought down by number 20. He actually comes out of the pile with the ball. That's Ty.
Ty seems to be making a lot of plays, Coach.
Ty, somebody should block Ty. I'm just saying. Block number 20, somebody.
He made the play on the 4th down thing for the minus 4-yard loss. And I say the 4th down thing because, in my opinion, that should have been a straight no-brainer quarterback sneak.
And now it's 3rd and 12. What are we looking at total offense for both teams right here,
Not
Coach
very
Chapman?
much, Coach. I mean, you're looking at about right now, you're looking at about 5 yards for the Upstate Gamecocks. The Georgia Titans are much better. They're probably around 30 with their rushing totals, but they haven't yet to complete a pass, and they're going to be throwing it right here.
Tight end doubles. Quarterback in the gun. Back offset to his left-hand side.
If they run the wing back right up the field, there's nobody
I say
to cover.
tight end. It's a wing on the other side. Same. Quarterback drops, looks out to his right-hand side. And you can't throw that ball inside. That ball was low and inside. The only place it can't be.
That's 0 for 6 now, Coach, in passing. And
He had good protection that time. I'm not sure why he threw the ball like that.
Coach, it's
But I've never been a quarterback, so I don't know what it's like to stand back there with guys running at me mad at the world. And
Well, in many ways, to kind of give you a perspective, I mean, last week we've talked about these teams stepping up and being able to practice. They did not play a game last week. They were supposed to play the Alabama Falcons. They drove over there to Alabama. Did not occur. The game was forfeited. They came back, and so they've been out of the ball game for 4 weeks.
That's tough to come off. It's tough to come off a bye week, man, much less 2. We've had to do it before.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you're left with many opportunities to figure out what's going on.
Nice low kick. Going to be fielded. That was a nice scoop right there by number 4. Oh! And number 40 right there says, not in my house, Hoss.
that was a 14-yard return, though, Coach.
That's number 40, Brandon Blunt. Is that our Coach Blunt?
No.
That was a nice play.
36-yard punt.
And once again, they're starting right on the cusp of the 49-yard line going into enemy territory here with the Upstate Gamecocks. I know a lot of people are kind of throwing, I would like to call, what is that, throwing shade? Yes, throwing shade against the Gamecocks here, but they're definitely holding their own against the Titans. Are we okay with that there?
I'm with you, Coach.
We can keep it on the DL. I enjoy that commercial where they're trying to explain what all the different slang would be.
I'm doing my best, man, right here.
I can understand.
All right. The joke's running through my head. I'm having a hard time. All right, here we go. Hey, that was a nice run by Keystone Allen right there, number 4 for the Gamecocks, and then a great play by Blount. Coach Blunt.
You did say Coach Blunt. Right
he's not here.
No.
Doubles. Quarterback in the gun. There's a snap. Quarterback
Safety
drops.
blitz.
Looks right. They bring the heat. Great job by the DB right there. That was a fantastic job. That was textbook. Put his shoulder in the guy's chest and just drove him to the sideline, looking back for the football. For you kids at home watching, that is how it's done.
Anybody know what number that guy was?
1 and a something, if that helps anybody.
A 1 and a something.
Yep, I hope that helps.
Is that 15, Coach?
No, he's got long hair. He got dreads.
87 was on the Titans from a DB perspective.
87.
Yeah, it was 87 on the DB.
That's what I wanted to know.
That was a great job. That was Jovaris Taylor.
27, 87. 27, sorry about that.
27. Thanks, man.
Wow.
That was Jordan Ellison.
Good
job, Jordan.
It's all the 2 and the 8s, man. 2 and the 8s.
That was a great job.
That was a change for the Gamecocks, though. They didn't run the
doubles. Here comes motion into trips.
Quick screen.
Quarterback drops.
Screen.
Little screen back to the other side. Nicely done. Got some blockers out in front. Makes the first guy miss and kind of jumps into it. That was number 23. That's fluke. Was that a fluke?
No.
I liked it. They motioned the trips on this side, going to fake the quick screen, and gave a little screen, just a little nothing screen to the backside. Didn't even pull anybody that I saw.
Got me on that one, Coach, because I saw the motion and thought, hey, well, second down. This is what they did the last time they had second and long. They threw the quick screen.
I think what they used was what we call trickeration, a little strategery.
A little deception, Coach?
It's pronounced deception.
Deception.
Not to be confused with Decepticons.
No, that's a whole nother world.
Well, it's really more than meets the eye.
Okay, here we go.
1st and 10.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Here we go.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Doubles look for the Gamecocks. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Throws across the middle. Ball's batted. And it's picked. Here we go. Will the defense get it done?
Right here.
Okay, he's got a man out in front. All he's got to do is get past number 15, and there he goes. There he goes. And that's going to be number 2, Kelvin Williams, that flips it to the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Titans.
Kelvin Williams with a 72-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Man, and the defense gets him on the board. Sometimes that's what it takes. You got to have a little spark. You got to open the floodgates. Make it happen. Let the waters come crashing down.
We're getting into the Fox area of cliches again, Coach.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Little tip drill right there on the defense.
There you go, a little tip drill.
And we got a number on who tipped that one, Coach.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full because the ball went down 70 yards, and I lost the replay on that.
Roger that. Well, whoever did it, heads up play, buddy. Heads up play.
It appeared to be the safety on that side coming through.
Was it Navarre?
It might have been Navarre. They tried to throw a deep seam in route off the play action look, and
it looks like they're going to kick this one. Either that, a quarterback's 39 yards deep. All right, here we go.
They are going to kick it. Should be interesting to see what happens right here.
Decent snap, nice hold.
Kick
Ball
is
is up.
No good.
Oh, just short.
Wide right too, Coach.
Just short. From where I'm standing, that was just about perfect.
Yeah.
So, with 11:53 left in the second, it's 6-0. Your Georgia Titans over the Upstate Gamecocks.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Your Georgia Titans up 6-0, lining up for the kickoff.
Coach, this is a scary play. The first kickoff almost went to the house.
Yeah, that kid can run.
21 back there.
Yeah, he can scoot. That kid's name is Montego. That's what we're going to call him.
If he runs it all the way back, does he take it to the bay?
There's the kick.
It's going
and
out
it's
of
going to go
bounds.
out of bounds.
Maybe.
Yes.
All right.
It looked like it might take a hop back in right there, but it's going to go out of bounds. And if I was them,
I
I'm
would
taking
make
it
them kick it again. They've got to kick the ball to 21 again. I'm sorry.
If you make me kick it again, I'll onside kick it.
That's fine if you want to give me the ball way down there.
What if I get it back, though?
Coach, you
What now? What then?
Well, you got a 33% chance of doing that.
This is true. This is why people to me, that's big brass wins the onside kick every time. That's guts, man.
I think if we did it in our league, we'd probably get it back 60% of the time.
But I will tell you, my former defensive coordinator always hated it when we gave him a long field because they always figured out how to way to screw it up. He played better when they got the ball at the 40-yard line than when they got the ball at the 4-yard line.
Well, he is the only defensive coordinator in America to believe that.
I'm here to tell you, man. I can remember a game we played where we pinned them inside the 5 twice, both times 90-plus yard runs.
So what you're saying is that if you got inside the 5, it was optimal to score and not worry about we leave them down here, we got them pinned.
Yeah, it was a weird situation.
Ball on the 35, 11:53 remaining in the second quarter. Happy St. Patrick's Day, 6-0 Titans.
Doubles, looking like a Big Mac right there. Motion comes across from right to left. Fake. Yeah, that was slow.
And it gained nothing.
Play by the big defensive lineman. He is fired up. And hey, big fella, if I could see your number, I would call your name.
Number 92, sir.
Number 92. I love big guys. Number 92. That is Brandon Wim. Nice play, Brandon.
He didn't make that play on a whim, did he?
No, but boy, did he sprint nearly 50 yards off the field. He's going to need some oxygen on that
I know
one.
what they were doing. They're going after that Mazzoni style offense where you fake the jet, and then you got the zone come across, and you've got the quick screen out to one side. But you got to be able to fake the jet, and that requires a great deal of time, and that takes us back to how often these guys get to practice. You know, that kind of timing requires a lot of reps.
No,
Doubles again. Quarterback in the gun. There's a snap. He drops. He looks out to his left. And he's going to get sacked.
Oh, he fumbled.
Ball is loose. And they're going to blow it dead. They're going to say he was down. Yes, sir. And they are fired up out there on the field. Your Titans are getting after it.
Well, you're going to get a sack right there for -8 yards, Coach. So you're looking at third down.
We got
and
a
8.
number right there on that sack.
Negative. No number.
Hey, great job, defense. Proud of you right now. You know, that defense is one of those things where, you know, that's why I like to call the fat guys numbers, because that's a chance for them to actually show what they can do. Because normally their job, like I was told as a defensive lineman, my job is to soak up blocks.
I'm guessing that if I had to say a number, Coach, you look like a single-digit number. It might be this left defensive end. That might be number 5.
Number 5, we're going to give him credit for the sack right there, Mark Dowdle. Great job, Mark.
Now, if I am the Titans right here, I'm looking for that screen pass that they threw last.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Doubles, here comes motion. Same thing, here it comes.
Jet
No,
sweep.
it's to give him the jet. And they didn't pull the guard. They used the back.
Give them
instead
too
of
much
the guard.
credit, Coach.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'd have pulled the guard. Just throwing that out there.
Well, they're going to get the punt right here, Coach. So
yeah, you better punt. So with 9:27, getting ready to get a punt. Upstate Gamecocks down 6-0. Your Georgia Titan defense bringing the heat. Looks like Demetrius Griffin is back deep to receive the punt. That's no good for the Upstate Gamecocks because that guy is a big play waiting to happen.
if they kick this ball deep like they did last time, we're going to get a timeout.
And there's a timeout from Somebody.
The
Looks
Gamecocks,
like
coach.
Upstate Gamecocks going to go
Okay.
ahead and see what they're going to do here on 4th down.
I didn't see him point either way.
6-0, right around 9 minutes left to here in the second quarter. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Got Craig and Adam on the call. Will be 2.
Welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Your Georgia Titans leading 6-0.
4th down, looking for a punt here, Coach Collins. They going to get it off here, gentlemen?
No.
No, going to be a blocked punt
If they do, it's run back.
by the Gamecocks.
They had a 56-yard punt, in this last exchange, but that was a bad snap. So keep your eyes on the snap right here.
There's a snap. Kicker gets it away, and it is straight up.
Might be
Peter. And
he didn't punt a first down, Coach.
did not get the first down with the punt. So, but, I guess that's better than Demetrius Griffin running it back.
So you went 32 yards on a punt, 56 yards on a punt, and 13 yards on a punt. And I jinxed him because I said, looks like everybody's turned the corner in the kicking game.
Well, just when you think they've turned a corner, that's when it smacks you in the face.
It's called the brick wall. Pink Floyd style.
You know what I always say? Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
FCC violation.
Josie Wells, welcome to the broadcast.
Here we go.
All right, 2 tight ends.
Double tights. There it is. Fakes the ISO around the left. Got a man across the middle.
Oh, nice play.
Broken up.
4.
Number 4. Nice job. That is Keyston Allen, the same kid that had the big returns. Nicely done. I mean, he was there just in time. I was sure that was 6.
Going to go back to this, Coach. That's 7 passes without a completion for the Titans.
Man, that's tough. That was a good ball. What was wrong with it, Coach Chapman?
A little bit inside, let him come back. You had 4 verticals. I don't know if that guy was supposed to fade back inside or run a dig.
Looked like you had 2 people in the same area right there.
I think that's what happened. I think the tight end ran the seam, and I think he tried to fit into a hole. Now, if he runs a dig underneath that, then he's wide open.
Same formation. You got a wing out to the right-hand side, eye backfield.
Everybody's standing up on defense. They're playing the horizon defense.
The proud defense. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Lots of pressure.
Tried to
Just
throw
tries
the
to
screen.
get rid of it.
They were trying to leak the screen out to number 4 over here.
That screen was intended for number 4, Ramel Drumgoal.
It's a good idea, just not very well executed.
Lots of heat, man, from that proud defense of the Gamecocks.
Proud.
Everybody just walking around.
Proud defense. I like
All
that,
just
Coach.
walking around. It's too hot for some people to just be walking around here. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's a proud defense, or people just said, I'm not getting in a 3-point stance anymore?
I can remember feeling like that going, you know what? I'm going to go from a 2-point this time because I'm really tired.
All right. We have played a whole half so far, and we have no 3rd down conversions or 4th down conversions. And the only scorer is on defense. So that tells you what's going on.
There's a snap. Nobody's ready but the quarterback.
And it's picked.
And he throws a pick. And it's to Allen, number 4. And there he goes down the
That's number
sideline.
1.
That's number 1. I'm sorry. I apologize right there, Gamecock fans. That was number 1, Foster, on the interception. But I'm not sure what happened right there. They snapped the ball and everybody froze. It's like the quarterback and 1 receiver were the only people that knew what was going on. I don't know if we can show an instant replay of that. But,
the answer is no, mainly because we got it set on a 7-second timer, so you couldn't necessarily go back to that, but you're exactly
so
right.
should I just yell replay?
Oh, yeah, you could definitely yell
Replay.
All right. So let me hit the reset button. 1st down and 10 for the Gamecocks.
Replay.
Roughly about 8 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So you got a 35-yard return on that interception, Coach, and now the Gamecocks are sitting right back inside. We haven't had anybody in the red zone yet, so let's get to that point. There's been no red zone.
No red zone play today.
So we're at the 35. It's an interesting scenario. What are you going to do with this good field position?
The Gamecocks are going to come out in doubles and run the zone right here because it's 1st and 10.
Last time they threw the fade route down the sideline.
Here we go. Motion.
Bad
as the
snap.
ball is to the quarterback's legs, and it's still loose. It's still loose. It's still up for grabs.
Quarterback
Who's got it?
15 got it back.
Ball recovered by number 15 for the Upstate. That's Fogel. That's Fogel on the recovery for the Upstate Gamecocks. But it went right through his legs.
Ooh, boy. So you lose 15 on first down, Coach.
So what looked like promising field position, and now you're back at midfield.
And I'm not going to say anything about anything, but nobody has gotten, we've had one first down in the game, Coach.
One first down.
One first down.
It has been a defensive battle, as they say, with the only points coming from an interception return by the Titans.
We have had one first down in the game and one touchdown.
My man Kelvin Williams on the return by like 72 yards.
Yes, sir.
Doubles for the Gamecocks. Motion from right to left. Trouble to snap again.
Oh.
That was ill-advised. Little try to dump pass across the middle as it was clearing out. I don't know what they were attempting right there. I don't know if that was supposed to be the shallow.
Coach, they had a guy running wide open across the field right there. And if the ball is not broken up by number 3 right there.
What was he running?
It was kind of a drag route. It wasn't really a true shallow route. It was more of a drag. But that guy was wide open. And if they don't knock that ball down, he's got a chance to make some big yards. I'm not saying he's going, it's not a house call or anything like that, but he's got a chance to make it back into 3rd and manageable instead of 3rd and 25.
All right, let's see what they got. I'm thinking screen. Either that or shot down the sideline. Doubles.
Probably going to throw that little deep in route. They've had it there.
Quarterback in the gun. Fogel takes a snap, and he gives on the zone. Breaks a tackle. And met
Picks up
by
about
3
4.
Titan defenders. Not sure on 3rd and 25 I run the zone.
Why not?
I'm just saying. Wouldn't have been my call. Actually, it would have been your call, and I would have come down and said, why did we run zone on 3rd and 25?
Thanks, Coach. Bus just ran over me.
Well, no. My only thing is I would have been like, okay, tell me why we did it. I want to understand why.
Mine would have been this. Coach, it's 3rd and 25. We ran the ball, we punted, and we let our defense play.
And I would have accepted that with no questions.
Because our defense is pretty good. And so if we let our defense play, we normally get the ball back pretty well.
And I would have said, okay, that makes sense.
Punting again. See if we get
from
them.
8 yards. There's a snap and a kick. It's spinning, and it goes out of bounds. And what looks to be, yet again, did not punt the first down.
12-yard punt. We've had a 13 and a 12 after a 56-yard punt.
13, 56, 13, 12. Yeah. If you're trying to figure out the number pattern, good luck with that.
It's not working. But all jokes and kidding aside with this stuff, the one touchdown in the game came on a deflected interception. It's not like the Titans have done anything on offense.
No, they've been having a hard day getting things going.
And it's a one-play game. If you fumble the football right here.
Oh, yeah, we saw that last week where we're sitting up in the box and going, okay, as long as they don't turn the ball over, and sure enough, what did they do?
Turn the ball over.
It's like we've spoken into being.
Yeah.
Doubles for the Titans. Quarterback in the gun. Back offset to his right-hand side. There's a snap. He drops. He rolls to his right. He's on the run, finds a man, and it's picked. That's going to be Island right there, number 4. And he's going to return it to what looks to be about the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, folks, if you're within listening distance here, come on out to beautiful Anderson Park. The hamburgers smell delicious. I do believe I'm going to partake in one of those at halftime.
I am. I'm not going to lie to you.
Because they smell pretty doggone good.
I like mine with mustard.
Would you like one?
I would love if they have a hamburger. I would love one with mustard.
Hamburger with mustard.
Mustard, please.
Do you need biscuits with that mustard?
I got jelly. I'll use jelly with my biscuits. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the second quarters. Can the Gamecocks get a score here, gentlemen.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, but if you're the Titans, you got to hold right here. You have to.
Yeah, this is a demoralizing thing. You've got a touchdown return for on an interception.
There's a snap.
Uh-oh,
Give
got
on
the
a
corner.
zone around the right side.
My bad. Had the corner.
Had the corner. Quick play made up. I tell you what, the defensive backfield has been coming up with a fierceness. What if you had some sort of toss pass?
Well, that's the whole thing right now. They're playing man in the secondary, and when the receivers stop, they're getting off of the block. I bet there hasn't been a very good wide receiver block or a slot block in the whole game.
What if you motioned the trips and crossed like you were going to cross block the bubble screen
And through the screen
and then kept going?
Now that might be there.
Doubles. Quarterback and Fogel in the gun. There's a snap. Give straight up the gut. That's going to be a nice pickup. Close to a first down.
First down.
I never called it a first down. There's a first down. Look at that.
That's the second one of the game. And, hey, you know what? The team that's trailing's got both of them.
I tell you what, right here, Titans, you got to bow your backs. Look where you're at.
Well, you wonder a little bit, Coach. Now, we made the statement that they wouldn't give up any points, but their defense has been on the field a long time. So you think they're starting to get a little bit tired?
I think so. You can only stay out so long. Defense is much more tiring than offense.
Yeah, because on offense, you're just kind of standing there pushing.
There's a give right there, straight up the middle again, and
5 more yards.
What was a no-yard gain in the first quarter has now become a 5-yard gain.
Well, so are they wearing them down, Coach Chapman?
I think that the interception return, it gave an extra possession to the Gamecocks.
Right.
And so right now you're looking at a team that's been on the field because you haven't had a full offensive drive. You've thrown 2 interceptions.
Oh, it's a Falcon theory for me.
Yeah, I'm all in favor of it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I despise the interception, ran back for a touchdown because you're just right back out there.
Exactly. And right now with 4:17, we talked about the Gamecocks sticking to their game plan and running the zone play, but they've run the ball 15 times, guys. And that's 15 times they're sitting there beating on the line. There's 16 right there.
Doubles. There's a give. Zone around the left side. Runs through a couple tacklers.
And that's 3 more yards.
And, again, these things that were being hit at the line of scrimmage at the beginning of the game going for 3, 4, 5 yards.
And the tackles that were being made that were such sure tackles are now not being made on first contact. And they're getting to the edge. Early in the game, if anything bounced outside, there was somebody standing there waiting on them.
And what the most important thing is they came off of a victory last week where they did play. They won 31-6 against the Upstate Cobras. So, they have put certain things together drive-wise. It just took them a little bit of time. You've been on a bus for a while or a car or anything like that. It does take a little bit of time to get your body moving through the first quarter. Maybe we're seeing an onset of what this team is going to bring during the third and fourth quarter.
That's an interesting take right there, Coach, because if they run the football like this, then their passing game is good enough. They've had people open.
Fogel takes a snap, drops, looks to his left. He rolls left, giving chase right there. Oh, and there's flags down. I don't know if that's going to be holding or
face mask.
Face mask.
They called a face mask, so that's going to give them another first down.
That's going to be a first down. Half the distance to the goal. That's not good. Tell you what, right now, Titans, you got to dig in, baby. You got to find it. There's 2:58 left on the clock, and then you get a break. But right now, you got to dig your heels in and say no more. Say no more.
That was a half the distance penalty, so it ended up being about 5 yards.
Yeah, and so they're on the 6-yard line. It's going to be a timeout. A wise timeout by Coach Postal right there for the Titans.
Well,
get a chance to talk to the troops.
Right now, we've played pretty much the entire first half. We got 2:58 left, Coach. The Upstate Gamecocks, for all that they have been through in this first half, have committed 1 penalty for 5 yards. The Titans just committed their 6th penalty for 40 yards.
Penalties are killers.
And if you look at it, you had the interception return to the 35 for the Gamecocks, and then you had the bad snap. So that put them in immediate negative thing. It was 2nd and 25. So
right.
You're pretty sure that's going to
kill a drive.
That's going to kill a drive. Then you had the 12-yard punt So as the Titans, you're sitting there thinking we dodged a major bullet right there, and they didn't pin us back on the punt. And then you throw the interception on first down, which is back-to-back interceptions on your offensive play. So your defense played 3 plays, went to the sideline, played 3. Then the offense ran 3 plays, threw a pick. They went right back out there. They played 3 plays. Then you had 1 play, and they were right back out there. So, it doesn't seem like a lot, but, we've talked about this a lot during these broadcasts about conditioning. How much conditioning do these guys really get to do?
Yeah, I'm guessing slim to none.
And the lack of offense in the first half for the Titans is what's put them in this position. They've had chances. We got another
Somebody
penalty.
line up offsides.
Let's see. Yeah.
Come on, man. Dadgum, the Titans line up offsides, and so that's going to take the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10.
No. Coach, they're going to be at
from about the
3-yard line.
Sorry, 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. I'm so used to saying 1st and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing our first red zone action of the day.
We are
on this possession.
That is a great that's a great thing, Coach.
I'm going over the right side, right behind number 75. That's where I'm going.
Well, you're going to run into a situation right now with all the plays you've been running with a thinned box. Hey,
backfield, fumble the snap. Quarterback's a big guy, but Fogel goes nowhere. Fogel's hit for a loss. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 5.
That's the first time they've been under center.
I tell you what, people think going under center is so much easier than being in the gun. Not all the time.
And you hear the argument in the NFL about that guy played in a shotgun spread offense. He doesn't know, and a no-huddle offense. He doesn't know how to command a huddle, and he doesn't know how to take a snap from under center. And everybody, including myself who played quarterback, says that's a joke. I can walk up and take a snap from under center right now, but it's not so much the quarterback, it's the center. The center's snapping the ball in a certain way and having to step when he snaps. So when the snap is from under center and he's stepping, sometimes he holds on to the football. All right, if the quarterback doesn't ride him, that's what happens, and they're backing the gun.
Gun backfield, slot to the left.
Touchdown.
ISO.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my word. Who was that came up and hit the fullback?
I believe that's number 3, Coach.
Was that number 3 or number 92?
I think number 3 was the guy that met the fullback in the hole. I think number 92.
That's J.C. McGugan. My Lord, son. You brought the heat right there. Now, I wonder if that's McGugan that's down.
Somebody fell on him.
Because whoever met the fullback right there, I mean, you talk about, as a coach, we tell the guys, go introduce yourselves. He
did, Coach.
In the worst possible way.
Well, Coach, you're looking at 3rd down now from the 4-yard line.
I tell you what, if they can hold them to a field goal right here, that's a real win for the Titans.
You think they're going to kick a field goal, Coach?
Well, based upon my knowledge of what goes on, it seems like the teams are having a hard time coming by a kicker for the most part. But, you like to hope you got somebody who can kick an extra point.
Now, you got 149. The Upstate Gamecocks have 1 timeout. You had an injury timeout right here. I know a coach one time that came and told me to run the football right where the injured guy left from.
Yeah.
and it went that particular play went for 22, and it led to a touchdown. So it's an interesting thing. Who took the place of the guy that was on the
It's a good strategy.
I know one thing. Whoever they just put in was a lot bigger human.
Slot right, gun backfield. Fogel takes a snap. Fogel calls his own number.
Nothing.
And he's going nowhere. And I'm hoping Fogel's going to get up. He's having a tough time.
I'm so sure that's
He is writhing in pain. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick timeout.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
3, 2.
Welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. You come back right after an injury timeout. Fogel, the Upstate Gamecocks quarterback, had to be escorted off the field. He looked like, I hate to speculate, but it doesn't look good.
No, it's
Looked
not.
like a lower leg injury. That's going to bring up 4th and goal from what looks to be about the 4-yard line.
You got 4th and goal from the 4, Coach. Your backup quarterback's in. What do you do?
Well, the clock is running here. We're under a minute 30 here in the.
I call a timeout for starters.
You got that right. What's 4th down?
All right, 21's in the game. The kick returner.
Here we go. And there's a snap. He takes off to the left side.
Going to have a chance. No,
Oh,
sir.
nice play. Who is that? Is that Navarre? That looks like Navarre from here. That's a great play. Carried by number 21, Montego. I think that play was made by Navarre. I'm having a hard time seeing the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that was
number
him.
23. Number 23,
Number
sir.
23.
Number 23, that's what I said. You guys got to listen. Eric Gilmore. Nice play, Eric.
Either that or number 33.
Or number 33. So Eric Gilmore or Shaw Allen.
I'm going to go with 33 as the person that made the tackle.
Shaw Allen on the play. Nice job, Shaw.
So now you got a minute 10, Coach.
And you're on the 6-yard line going out.
I'm guessing they're going to run the football here.
I'm trying to get out of this half because I deferred. I'm going to get the ball back.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. But they're in a bunch set, so.
Quarterback in the gun for the Titans. Can we get a number on that guy?
Quarterback?
Yeah.
15.
Thank you. He drops.
18.
Throws across the middle. He's got a man, and it's complete for the first completion of the day right there. That was complete to, I think, number 8.
Yes, it is number 8.
Or is that that's number 9?
It is number 9.
Troy Vaughn Lott.
27-yard gain on that, Coach.
Charles Daniel to Troy Vaughn Lott on the catch. He drops. Quarterback lets it fly across the middle. Ill-advised throw.
Broken up by number 1 again, Coach.
Thrown into traffic. Broken up by number 1. Foster.
The quarterback
for the
is
Gamecocks.
number 18, Coach.
Number 18. That's Daniel.
Yes.
That's Foster's second pass breakup on the game, Coach. He's also got a pick. So he's basically playing center field back there and saying, if you want to throw it back here, I'm going to go get it.
He's having a pretty good game. 35 ticks left on the clock right here.
You know, you just dodged a major bullet. You've thrown the last 4 passes.
I run the ball and get out of the half.
I'm with you, Coach, 1,000%. If you can be 1,000%, I'm not certain that's a thing.
Usually it tops off at 100, but, I mean, you can do what you need to at this point.
I appreciate that.
I always at zeros. Trips to the right-hand side. Single receiver to the left. Daniel in the gun. Fakes it. Throws it across the middle. Got his man. That's going to be a first down to number 9, Troy Vaughn Lott. Stop Ben right here. Stop Ben. Stop Ben. Get everybody set.
They were
there
offsides.
It is.
They should have been offsides.
I was in the middle of a replay of that.
Oh, and they called offsides. They dropped a flag, Coach.
We do have a flag on the play when they were trying to. Give us a recap, gentlemen. The audience did not see that play of who jumped offsides.
Well, they didn't get back onside, Coach. They didn't run back down the field and get set. So the left defensive end for the Gamecocks was not onside.
Okay.
The Titans were moving with a purpose, and the Gamecocks were not.
Well, the good thing is if it would have been on the Titans, you'd think that possibly a 10-second runoff would have occurred, but based on the rules that we're not sure of at this point, not sure if there would have been a 10-second. But no later, we got about 18 seconds left on the clock here in the first half.
One thing about the 10-second runoff is if you have a timeout, you can choose to take the timeout and not the runoff. So they do have timeouts left.
Good.
Doubles
Matter
for
of
the
fact,
Titans.
They got plenty of timeouts left.
Daniel in the gun. Back offset to his left-hand side. There's a snap, just a full-man pressure.
He's got him. Throw it to him.
He lets it fly down the middle. Oh, that's
interference.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let's see where they spot this. Oh, and that's going to be a personal foul as well. I am pretty sure there's some jawing going on from the DB right there. The very idea that you would argue whether or not that was pass interference, you hit him while the ball was in the air, while he was headed towards the ball. Yes, indeed, sir. That is pass interference. The referee's going to have a little conference down here, going to have a little powwow, make a campfire.
This really
roast some marshmallows, make some s'mores.
I do enjoy a good s'more, especially if the Hershey's are slightly melted.
Oh, my Lord, that's like 35 personal fouls. He continued to chop his arm like the entire defense had said something.
So, gentlemen, y'all both talked about sitting on the ball, and now we're at 1st and goal, ball on the 5.
Yep.
Let's talk about where we're at here.
I mean.
And we were wrong. Thank you.
Just call me John Dumas.
John Dumas. I've been called that before. It's been written in the paper.
Just because I would have never done this, but here they are.
Hey, you know what? They've got timeouts left, so they can go back and run the ball here with 13 seconds left. I think they have a full complement of them, too, Coach.
Daniel in the gun, single back behind him. There's a snap.
Fade.
Throws the fade out to the right-hand side.
Touchdown.
And that's a touchdown despite the pass interference. Despite the pass interference, that's going to be Daniel to Troyvon Lott. And I tell you what, the Titan offense is alive and well. Alive and well, I say.
Coach, that was impressive. That was impressive.
You kick it or you go for 2?
Hold on, let's see what the penalty is.
It's pass interference.
They called pass interference on the offense.
What?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my word.
They called offensive pass interference, man.
See, this is one of those things where I'm like, does your wife know you're screwing us? What's going on right here?
FCC.
Wait a minute, timeout. Did they call the pass interference? Because if they called the pass interference, they didn't mark off a penalty.
Okay, here they go.
Wow, that's a horrible call. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
That's terrible. Here we go.
That is
all right, but, one of the things you got to battle sometimes is bad calls.
And hold on, they just called a 7-yard penalty.
It's all right. It's half the distance away from the goal.
I'm not understanding that.
Daniel in the gun. Doubles to each side. Here
Throw
we
it
go.
again.
There's the fade. Oh, off his hands.
Now, if you wanted to call offensive pass interference, that was the one to call it on. He just shoved the corner in the back.
Well, he didn't mean that.
I understand that.
4.8.
4.8.
Yeah, 4.8. Sorry about that, Coach.
That's my going line from the sideline. He didn't mean to. He didn't mean to hold that guy. He didn't mean to snatch his helmet off. It was an accident. You can't think he meant to do that on purpose. But I rolled with the same game plan. I thought this was defensive pass interference down here, but they called a push-off on that first play. They're going to kick the field goal. Daniel lines up to kick it. That's encroachment. If he moves when the defensive man goes into the neutral zone, that's encroachment. That's encroachment, fellas. Yes, thank you.
Should have been.
My word.
Coach, we're talking about referees here. You can't get your blood pressure up. We still got a whole season to go, man.
I feel like I'm on the sideline right now. I'm getting a little worked up.
I keep adjusting your mics.
Getting a lather going, as they're saying.
Yeah.
Getting a lather going.
I don't want to see you get a lather going today, all right?
For those of you who don't know, I get a little worked up on the sideline. It seems to be a thing of lore with every referee in America.
Nah, Coach, you're good.
Daniel lines up to kick. Good snap. Oh, they throw it out.
Oh, he's
They're
wide
faking
open.
It. They got a man. He's running down the back of the
Oh,
end zone.
the guy right
they
over
got
here
the
is-
left-hand side.
He's
They
dancing.
got the left-hand side all by himself. Oh, my goodness. In any case, at the end of the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter, it's 6-0. Your Georgia Titans leading the Upstate Gamecocks.
I'm Bowman Michael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. This is Score Sports. We'll be back with the halftime report at the kickoff of the third quarter. We'll see you real soon.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs. Reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
3, 2, and welcome back. Starting the third quarter here at Anderson Park, it's 6-0. The Atlanta Titans over the Upstate Gamecocks. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, bringing you live National Developmental Football League action here on a bright 2018 St. Patty's Day. So, Coach Chapman, tell us a little bit about the stats of the first half. How did it all break down?
Well, Coach, it's kind of an interesting first half. We have 0 conversions on any third down or fourth down for both teams. All right, the Gamecocks rushed the ball 21 times for 7 yards. They threw the ball 9 times. They completed 4 for 25 yards. So right now you're looking at 32 total yards for them. The Titans rushed it 8 times for 19 yards. They threw it 12 times, completed 2, but they had 43 yards, and that was kind of the thing that got them down the field right there before the end of the half. And then they couldn't cash in because of the offensive pass interference penalty. The Titans scored on a 72-yard interception return, and everything else has been kind of even. You've got a 38-yard punt average for the Titans, a 28-yard punt average for the Gamecocks. Field position right now, you're looking at, the Titans start at their own 31, but the Gamecocks are starting at the 50. So, if this turns into a battle of field position, right now you'd have to put that in the favor of the Gamecocks, but a lot of that comes from the early downs and the early fourth down conversion, or lack of a conversion on fourth down, and the 2 interception returns.
Well, if we were talking 2 boxers, and away we go with the first kickoff of the second half. If we're talking 2 boxers here, the first quarter definitely goes to the Titans, where the second quarter I feel like goes in the favor of the Gamecocks. They definitely got some momentum there.
I agree with you right there, Coach. I think that would be the best way to look at it. Now, you don't know what the loss of their starting quarterback is going to do to the Gamecocks. But you have a 25-yard kick return to start the second half, and the Titans are going to put it in play from their own 35-yard line.
Well, gentlemen, good luck here in the third quarter. Glad to have everybody with us joining in some NDFL action. Glad to bring us here on March 17th, 2018. Nice to bring some football to everybody. Enjoy, sit back, seeing a great second half here at Anderson Park.
All right, welcome back right here.
Happy not Thanksgiving.
It could be Thanksgiving. A little turkey day for us there,
Happy
Coach
St.
Kyle.
Patrick's
I'm
Day.
going to cut you off there on that bullet right there, buddy. Woo. First and 10, ball on the 35 there. Happy Thanksgiving.
There you go. You got to slide to the right eye backfield. There's a give on the ISO around the right side. He's got room. He's plowing.
Well, he's got
That's going to be a
12.
first down. It's what I was saying in the first half. Titans need to run the football.
And they ran it exactly where you wanted it to, Coach, the right side of the field. They ran it, right over the right tackle right there, a nice lead play. But it was a different set. It was an open set, not that wing with a closed tight end.
It was that slot. It was slot, wasn't a real slot, but still.
Kind of an H-back look, Coach.
Yeah, he's a wing. I wouldn't call him a slot. Now, the thing is, you can start playing games with moving him in and out and start confusing folks. Here we go. Same look. Eye backfield. Give off the left side.
Wow.
And just plowing. Just plowing. Is that number 40 toting the rock right there? I know it's a big back.
Yes, sir, Coach, number 40.
That's number 40. That is Brandon Blount. Not to be confused with Coach Blount.
So they've run the ball twice in this half for 17 yards already, Coach. They had 18 the whole first half.
Yeah, I run the ball to their nosebleeds.
Well, I mean, you had the chance to get some separation right there at the end of the first half, and it didn't work out because of a really horrible call. But, you come out here right here, you want to take –
that pass interference, that was just quick give.
Nice play by number 2.
Hitting the backfield. Play made by number 2 for the Gamecocks. That is going to be – sorry, folks. My roster is not what it should be. I'm trying to find number 2. Let's see. Old Man Cal. Old Man Cal. I love that.
That's great.
Here
Third down.
Oh.
Somebody cheated, and it's hard to tell which.
You cheated and got caught.
False start right there, Coach.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's hard not to get overzealous when them guys start jumping around. It's hard not to get your engine riled and go ahead and take off.
Coach, I can say this because, I've got gray hair and I've got a gray beard. I don't really have gray hair because my gray hair is on my chin and I don't have any hair on my head. But I did see number 2 in warm-ups, and he was kind of graying, so I understand the old man reference there.
Okay.
But you know what? Bless that guy for being out here playing because he just came around and tackled a 230-pound running back, throwing his body in there with reckless abandon.
I think I'd probably be good for maybe one play, maybe one play.
Coach, you're selling yourself short. I think you could get 2.
I backfield, same formation. Fakes the give.
Oh,
right
he's there, man.
Going downtown.
Not that guy.
But throws the ball inside for the love of all that is holy. High and outside.
Yeah, but, Coach, he had the guy running the seam route from our wing back look, our little H-back guy. Nobody covered him.
But he threw the fade.
I know.
And he threw it low and inside, Coach.
Coach, if he throws the seam route right there, that guy runs to the end zone. There's nobody there.
Mr. Daniel, you know better than that. Get that ball outside out there.
So now we're looking at 4th down. Now, if I'm the Titans right here, it's really tempting being where you're at to maybe try to go for this, but I'm punting, and I'm going to make a team without their starting quarterback. Drive the
field, absolutely.
Now, here's the deal. The best plays for the Upstate Gamecocks tonight have been returns.
Who's deep for him right there? Is that number 4? Or
that would be number 1, Coach.
That is number 1. That cat is Foster.
And that's
that ball bounces, and it's going to be down by the Titans at about the 29-yard line.
And that is a 26-yard punt.
With no return.
Which is a good thing.
There's something to be said for that every now and again.
I'm with you. That is a good thing. But that drive started off very promising. You had a 12-yard run, a 5-yard run, then you got a guy tripped up in the backfield that gained a yard, and then you had the penalty. The penalty kind of, it puts you behind the chains. So, you're looking at a situation where you had a chance for it to be 3rd and 4, and it ended up being 3rd and 9, and it kind of changes the way you do things. I think the Titans would be much more comfortable if they could get it in 3rd and 3, run it, then had maybe if they didn't get the first down, maybe 4th and short, or 3rd and 3 play action, get a guy in the flat, something like that. I mean, if they run a guy in the flat, there's nobody there. There's just nobody there.
Well, nobody guards flats, nobody.
So this ought to be interesting, seeing who's going to play quarterback now.
Doubles.
Holy smokes, there's a delay of game penalty.
Yikes.
The quarterback looks like number 23 for the Upstate Gamecocks.
Number 23, that's going to be Fluke. Let's hope him playing quarterback is not a fluke.
Well, I'm just going to tell you that perhaps he didn't wake up this morning thinking he was going to play quarterback. I'm sure of that.
I tell you what, being a backup quarterback is one of the greatest things that you can ever be until somebody gets hurt.
Especially if your name is Matt Schaub and you make $5 million a year to be the backup quarterback. Hello.
My goodness.
Fumble.
Recovered
by the Gamecocks.
By the Gamecocks right there.
Recovered by number 47.
Yes. It was student body right there.
That was the jet sweep, and they had a nice play. They picked up, right at, you had a 5-yard penalty to start this thing, so you're looking at 7-8 yards right there, and then the fumble.
That was Henry Chandler that saved the day for the Gamecocks. Number 47 on the recovery. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Chandler's a guard.
I think the fumble was caused by our guy number.
I'll take that back. Mr. Chandler is the center.
Our fumble was caused by number 8, Coach.
There's a snap. Fake. Quarterback tries to keep it, and no.
And just no is the exact term that you should use.
And all I can say is no.
And that was a 7-yard loss.
J.C. McGugan also says no.
That's the 6th tackle for a loss tonight, Coach. And that right there means that they have, in the 6 tackles for a loss, they've accounted for negative 14 yards. The Titans have also had 1 sack that accounts for negative 8 yards. So there's 22 negative yards on those plays right there.
I will tell you, having run a very similar offense, it is super, super tough to get that timing down. And the number of people that will just run past the defensive end, it's staggering.
They don't have enough people on the ball right there.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops, decides to run, rolls to his right, and throws it into
nothing.
Yeah, there's a leaf down on the field. I thought that was a flag, and it's a leaf blowing around. Tricked me.
Trickeration, coach, from the leaf?
Strategery. Trickeration.
So we got 4th down right here, and the trend continues. Nobody today has converted a 3rd or a 4th down. This is amazing. Yeah, you would think that would happen just by accident.
You would think so, but
it's a theme from all of these games that we've watched lately.
3rd down's hard to convert.
Huge play right here. The punt returner. Oh,
and it's a fake punt.
Oh! Wow.
My goodness.
Not a first down.
That was a fake punt carried by Foster. And Aziz Sapp, I want to throw a shout out to Mr. Sapp. We were just over at the concession stand, and you have a lovely family, and they're super nice, and that was just a plain old nasty, dirty, backdoor alleyway hit right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Coach, I had a coach one time that I worked with that said that the punter had a vision. Unfortunately, the linebacker had the same vision, and we just saw that play out right here. He thought he was going to run for the first down.
And you know what that's going to be? That's going to be 1st and 10 Titans.
And you know what? it was a great idea, but it's a great idea if it's 4th and 5.
It's a great idea if he gets a first down.
It's a great idea if it's 4th and 5 because he walks to the first down right there, but he just ran 11 yards and came up 2 yards short. And now you're sitting here and you're looking at it for the Titans. They pick up the ball at the 38-yard line.
And they got a slot left and an eye backfield. Here comes the run.
Oh, they faked it. Got the little switch
Daniel
route.
Drops. Got a man, throws him short.
Touchdown.
He still got it. Touchdown, Titans. What's up? You talk about sudden change right there. I said in the first half, if you run the ball, your play action will be wide open. And what happened?
Coach, that was a great catch.
That was really nice. He was in traffic. He got underthrown.
That was a great catch. It was
underthrown.
covered, but it was a great idea. They ran a little switch concept.
That was my man Demetrius Griffin on the catch. Yes, sir. Daniel the Griffin right there, 6 points. Put him up.
Well, Griffin was bored because they won't kick him the ball, so he had to do something else.
All right, Daniel lines up to try and kick, getting a head count out there on the extra point team.
All right, Coach, when we get finished with this, I'm going to bring something up, and it's not going to be a positive subject, but we're going to bring it up in the –
Okay. Snap.
Oh, no.
Fumble snap. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Had some trouble with a hold on that one.
And then the holder paid for it. All right,
Yeah.
Coach, it's 12-0. There's 9 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in this game, and we saw this game
quarter.
in the third quarter. We saw this game last week.
Oh, yeah. We're going, it's over. It's over. There's no way. And how much – we were in the fourth quarter, and it was still 18-0, was it?
No, it was
not, Bo?
12-0 in the fourth quarter.
It was 12-0 going into the fourth quarter. They score again.
I mean, they scored, and we even made the statement that they scored because of a penalty. And then they picked up a fumble on a kickoff return and ran it for a touchdown, tied the game at 12. Then there was another score, made it 18-12. Then late in the game, a fifth down happened, and we won't discuss that. But a fifth down happened and caused the game to extend into an 18-18 tie. So that was a great play, great defensive stand. The Titans are up 12-0, but this thing's far from over.
Yeah, man, you can't. This is a two-possession game. You're two big plays away from another team lead.
And we got 24 minutes left in this thing, man. We're not close to being done.
No, we're not.
It seems like we're talking about this thing as as though it's at the end of the game, but it's not. And this is the most dangerous.
Delay a game on the kicking team.
Wow.
I don't see that happen very often.
Coach, we haven't seen a delay of game in this league all year, and we've seen 2 in the last 5 minutes.
I tell you what that makes me think about? Nachos.
It also makes me think about hamburgers, as in, didn't you order some?
I did. Those fine people at the concessions, I think, are going to deliver those.
That's awesome. Hope they didn't forget you, Coach.
Titans line up for the kick. There it is. Deep driving
It's over his
kick.
head. 21's got it.
21's going to take it. Right there, here he comes around the left side. That's Montego. He's moving and juicing. And
He's at the 39.
He gets wrapped.
They're going to throw a 15-yard penalty.
There's a little extracurricular flag. That's the last thing we need. For the love of Pete, he's out of bounds. They saw him go out of bounds. Let it go.
Well, we say that it's going to be on the Titans, but with these officials, who knows? We've seen plays.
Maybe they flip a coin.
I'm beginning to think all officials flip a coin, Coach.
Personal foul on
There
the Titans, and there it is.
39. So that should bring the starting field position to the Titans' 46-yard line.
Well,
maybe.
not when they're coming with a ball.
We'll see. Looks like it's going to be the 46 or the 47. 47, somewhere around in that part.
All right.
I knew I may not be right, but I wasn't wrong, Coach.
I may be crazy.
Don't make me start singing Cars songs, Coach.
All right.
All right, so, we've seen what the offense looks like without your starting quarterback, but you're now down 12-0. It might be one of those things where you start putting a guy like number 4, or number 1 back there, guys that can make things happen. Hey, a little different set right here. A little stack action over here.
Here comes the motion.
That's illegal.
Oh, direct snap by accident. Back.
Oh, my
shakes.
Lord.
He makes something out of nothing.
Coach.
That was a direct snap. It should have been.
First of all, I don't think it was a direct snap.
No, it wasn't meant to be a direct snap.
And, Coach, I'm going to run out of spots on these guys just keep running the ball. That's 24th carry right now. I'm going to run out of spots. It's like chicken salad. They made chicken salad out of something else right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Threw a lot of mustard and
sweet pickles.
There you go. All right. Right back into doubles. Fluke at quarterback.
Back motion coming across.
Fluke's
goes
gonna
around
run
the
the
left. And wrapped up quick.
And there's going to be a penalty right here. This has got to be illegal. Oh, my Lord, they're calling offsides, Coach. They're going to call offsides.
For the love of Pete, man.
That's the 11th penalty. That is the 11th penalty on Titans. It's going to make it a second down and about 3. So, if you're looking at this is exactly what you didn't want to happen. You had the personal foul on the kickoff. Now you have the offsides.
And we talked a minute ago.
The game is not over.
The Gamecocks had 1 penalty and the Titans had 6 at half. That was what we talked about.
And now literally the Gamecocks have 5 penalties now. And the Titans just had their 11th.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's not good to have 11 penalties in the game, Coach?
No.
What would you say if our guys had 11 penalties in a game?
Unpleasant things. You're beating yourself.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. And, all you've got to do is right now is just make sure that you play the game the smart and right way, because you're literally playing a team with no quarterback.
There's a snap right up the gut.
That's the 25th carry.
Oh!
No, they called it. They blew it dead.
There's a personal foul, though.
Are you kidding me?
There's a personal foul. I'm waiting to see who this is on. Had a member of the Gamecocks team.
Somebody got kicked out of the game. They're calling the coach for the Titans over. It looks like somebody's been ejected. I heard one of the players say, "Ain't nobody swing, bro."
Yeah, you hate to see stuff like this happen. You don't want to see this football game turn into a hockey game.
This is not good.
So we're kind of waiting on the referees to sort this one out.
Come on, fellas. I will say this, for as much as grief as we give the officials, these guys have been pretty good.
They have done a good job. I mean, it's been consistent. I didn't like the call in the end zone on the pass interference.
I'll just be honest. That was terrible.
Yeah, I thought that was a bad call.
But for the most part, they've been pretty good.
But I have a different vantage point than he does too. So,
and he has a different vantage point than we do. So we may not have seen what happened on the inside of that. So, we can say it's a horrible call all we want to.
It's like when I look at him like, how did you miss that call? But I have an iPad that tells me what just happened.
Exactly.
So
we got a little group discussion going on right here. I'm not so sure that the Titans coach is liking what just got told to him.
So
I'm not so sure that.
Who is it?
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's a personal foul on the Titans. My goodness.
Lord help us. I'm going to run out of spots in the penalty department. That's 15 more, and it's a first down. It's amazing. It's 12-0. Both teams have the same amount of first downs. If you look at this, though, nobody's converted a first down on third down. Nobody's converted a first down on fourth down. All right? And there's only been one offensive touchdown scored.
All right, here we go. Doubles. There's snap. Quarterback runs right,
I was
cuts
waiting
back
on
to the
this.
middle.
Yeah.
Looking for the cutback on the zone.
Well, Coach, they've kind of gone to what they've had to go to. They've got 21-4 in the game right now. I'm pretty sure we'll see one at some point in time. They're just going to start snapping the ball to running backs and running. They get an extra guy. They've got 10 guys now to block, and you're playing 11 on 11 now, whereas the quarterback normally not being a runner kind of gives the defense an advantage. And right now it's mano a mano. I mean, we just had a direct snap for a run. Now you got another quarterback. 10's playing quarterback now.
Okay.
Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's playing running back and 21's playing quarterback.
Quarterback takes snap, rolls to his right, or left, sorry. He fights through a first tackle.
That's
He's
a first
met
down.
by safety. Navarre,
That's a first
but that's
down.
going to be good enough for a first down.
That's the 27th carry now, Coach. You begin to wonder now if they've gotten to 27 carries. When does the toll start to happen on the Titans defensive line?
And we're only mid-third quarter.
That's what I'm saying, Coach. We're just under 7 minutes, and they're at 27 carries. So, if we play the game a little bit different way where we're from. We'll drop back and throw it 27 times in the first half to get you to rush the passer, to make you tired, so that when we want to run the ball in the third and the fourth quarter, you have no legs left, no energy left, and we can just run over you. These guys have just pounded you from the jump. All right? I mean, that's just the way it's been. And now without their starting quarterback in, they're just going to keep snapping it to people.
Motion from left to right. Give back on his own to the left side.
I mean,
and he finishes the run.
I mean, that's 4 more right there, Coach.
That was number 10, Sam, on the carry.
I hate to say it, but their offense looks better like this.
Well, once again, it's 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. And, gentlemen, what y'all talked about before, it's still just a 12-0 ball game here. And they're looking like they're on the doorstep here with 9 yards going in here, second down and 5 here for the Gamecocks.
So we've played a whole game now, and we've had 3 red zone attempts, and nobody scored a touchdown yet in the red zone. The Titans were 0 for 1 in the red zone in the first half. The Gamecocks were 0 for 1 in the red zone in the first half. So, hey, we're still looking for our first red zone score. Jet,
Motion from left to
Holy
right.
smokes. That guy
Allen-
turned and went the other way.
Allen cuts the jet back to the middle of the field
I've never seen that.
and finds no real
That's
estate.
0.
Takes a loss.
Now, if this was NFL rules and 10 took his helmet off, that should be a 15-yard penalty. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. And Titans are gonna back him up.
They should.
That seems like what I would call a bonehead move.
Not only that.
Right now, I'm tapping you going, get somebody for him. Get somebody else for him.
Coach, I would be able to do that. I'm not so certain that
They have that
the
option.
Upstate Gamecocks have that option. So now you're looking at 3rd down and the next county for a first down.
Because I will tell you, we're first and goal from the 6-yard line, and now it's first and goal from the 25-yard line. Me and somebody are having a real serious conversation right now.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, Coach. That was a 2nd down play, all right? And they had 2nd down, and they were going to be 2nd down, or they were going to be 3rd down in about 7, maybe 8, and now they're 3rd down and 21.
Motion from right to left. Fake the jet, give the zone. Navarre comes up, makes a play.
And that was the 30th carry of the night right there, Coach. And it gained a whole 3 yards. So, I mean, literally right now you're at the 21-yard line.
So they go from knocking at the door.
And you've dodged a bullet unless something right here happens that, I mean, it's 4th down, and you got to get
that personal
17 yards, 18 yards. It's 4th and 18.
That personal foul is just so stupid and selfish.
I mean, it's 4th and 18, and you're going to be sitting there looking at it's 4th and 18. Can you throw the ball with these guys?
When you're pissed off, you should think about your team. Think about what kind of hole you're going to leave them in. Who's at the quarterback?
21.
He takes a snap, rolls to
Oh, he's
his
got
left.
a guy wide open in the
got
end zone.
a man.
He caught it. Oh, it's picked.
It's picked off. Griffin's bringing it out. He comes around to his left side. He's running. There's a flag down. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a block in the back like every other return in the history of the world.
Wow, dude. That was almost a touchdown.
That's a turn of events right there, buddy. From knocking at the door to interception.
Wait, hold on. They called pass interference. They called pass interference? And if they called pass interference in the end zone.
Oh, my word.
Well, let's see what this call is. If they call pass interference in the end zone, man, that means it's 1st and goal at the 1. Let's see what we got here. Because I'm not certain what was just called.
It looks like you're correct.
No, I don't know, Coach.
Coach Chapman.
I'm not certain.
Oh, no. It's going to be Titan ball, but from the 2-yard line coming out.
Okay. I'm not so certain. I just saw what I just saw. They did call a penalty against the Titans.
I'm guessing it was blocking the back.
Yeah, and it didn't go anywhere, but it was an interception. You see who the number that intercepted that?
That was Griffin.
15?
Yes.
And with that, they're going to take a timeout here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It is the Georgia Titans 12, the Upstate Gamecocks 0. We'll be right back. Welcome everybody back to Anderson Park, live here with the Gamecocks and the Titans. First down and 10. Short drive on the play. Quick dive, gain of about roughly 3 yards. They're going to get outside the shadow of their own goalpost here, right around the 6-yard line here for the Titans. Very interesting matchup, 12-0. I will say this, that the Gamecocks have been knocking on the door twice this game. However, they have not been able to push it in.
It's an amazing thing that they've gotten the ball down the field, and inside the 10, they've yet to throw it.
Well,
Yeah,
it's all about the
get it.
run right there
I
on
don't
that
get it.
part. Right.
Well, you know me, Coach. I would
Daniel-
throw the ball every play. Oh, my word.
He's hit while he tries to throw.
And now we're looking at 3rd down, ball on the 6. They're still not out of that. I mean, we talking about flip of the field position here. 3 minutes and some change remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's still a ball game here, 12-0. We've seen stranger things occur, and it's not even season 3 yet.
It's a really good show.
It is.
Stranger things occur. Nicely done.
Yes.
I like that reference. All right. Now, can somebody please convert a 3rd down? I would prefer if it would be the Titans because
Mr. Statistician, just relax, man. If they don't get it there, it's okay.
I'm not speaking from a stats point now. I'm speaking from an offensive coordinator's point of view right now.
Is Troy Von Lott on the field? Throw the ball to Troy Von Lott. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Would that be number 9?
It would be.
And we apologize for the food in our mouth here. We're shoving down hamburgers as we speak.
There's a snap. Daniel drops, rolls, and it's going to be a safety. Touchdown.
They're going to give it a touchdown or a safety.
He called it a touchdown.
Touchdown. And just like that, it's a ball game.
Fumble caused by number 3.
And the quarterback's definitely not getting up anytime soon. He is sitting there for a minute or two. We could see both starting quarterbacks take a little breather here in the game.
Well, now you've got the defensive touchdowns matched.
You do.
That play made by Gucci and his gang. One of my favorite songs. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
All right, look like we do have an injury timeout. We'll take a moment, and we'll be right back. This is Score Sports bringing you NDFL Saturday night.
Welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Your Georgia Titans leading 12-6 over the Upstate Gamecocks. The Gamecocks line up to go for 2. There's a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, cuts back to his left, and then falls down on the ground.
And they played that play with 10 players, Coach.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
I'm getting severe, scary overtones from last week.
Yeah. Where you just had something go wrong, and then it pops up, and then all of a sudden it's a game.
Yep. And there's 2:52 left to go in the 3rd quarter in this game, not 7 minutes left to go like it was last week.
A lot of time left on the clock. Well, with 2:52 left in the 3rd, it's 12-6 Titans.
Should be a very interesting remaining part of the 3rd and 4th quarter here, gentlemen. They've been knocking on the door most of the game, meaning Upstate Gamecocks here in the NDFL. Both teams are sitting at 1-1. One is ranked 3rd, one is ranked 4th. We are seeing a good matchup here. We are expecting a good matchup, even though everybody was saying that it was favoring the Titans from the onset. And we have definitely seen with the quarterback for the Gamecocks to go out of the game. I feel like the Gamecocks have held their own here and possibly making it a ball game here with 3 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
I just wonder what's going to happen. You know, there's a delay of game.
On the kicking team, that's the 3rd one.
They are definitely serious about getting that clock going. Getting
I'm
people
telling
out.
you, man, that guy told me before the game. He said this game will be short, and he was demonstrative about it. We were walking down there to talk to the coaches of the team. He said this game's going to be a short game.
Well, we do have it. I mean, it's a doubleheader right now. We got the Atlanta Tigers joining the field here at 7 o'clock.
We can see them in the end zone right there.
Yeah.
Good-looking football team.
And we get to actually see them next week against the Georgia Falcons. Should be an interesting matchup between 2 independent American football team leagues.
I can't wait to see that game, Coach, just to be honest with you.
There's the kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 28-yard line.
Got a big hole.
Yeah, there's a huge hole.
Gone.
There he goes. Go, baby, go. 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 And just like that. Just like that. It's 18-6.
Well,
And sometimes people giveth, and then sometimes the special teams taketh away.
and you've had a 72-yard punt return or interception return for a touchdown, and now you've had a 73-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
What number is that guy? You got a number, Bo?
22, sir. 22.
That's going to be the Terrius Postal.
Well,
I wonder if he's any relation to Coach Postal.
he just went postal on those guys.
He did indeed.
So now it's it's 18-6, and it's getting scarier and scarier. The parallels that are being
From last
drawn.
week, absolutely.
It's literally now. I'm getting to the point where I start looking over my shoulder to see if somebody's watching me. And
It's like Groundhog Day. What's going on?
are there guys with black suits and black ties, white shirts behind us?
Making sure the exact same thing happens each week.
Freaking X-Files, man.
Scully gets scared. That's how we know.
There
Things
you go.
Going south.
All right, let's see if we can make an extra point.
Good snap, good hold. Daniel kick.
Good. That's good, Coach.
It's up and good. Look at that. Just like that, it's 19-6. Your Titans leading the Upstate Gamecocks.
And with that, we'll take a moment and we'll be right back. This is Score Sports bringing you live NDFL. 3, 2.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Your Georgia Titans leading the Upstate Gamecocks 19-6 with 2:37 left in the third.
What was that stat on that kickoff return there, Coach Chapman?
73-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
That is a dagger in the heart.
2 defensive touchdowns and 1 special team touchdown. Another delay of game on the kickoff team.
Wow.
Having some trouble right there. I mean,
They blow that whistle, Coach, man. They serious. They blow that whistle, they count the clock.
It seems like a normal transition to me.
It doesn't seem like that to the White Hat. He's got some normal transitions later on that he would like to get to.
Whatever her name is, she can wait, buddy.
Well, this is going to be an interesting.
And there's the kick, and there's a flag down. 21 comes around the left side, and he's going to be cleaned up top and bottom right there.
You see a flag, Coach?
There's one right here at the 40-yard line.
Well, the worst part is the
Called
head coach.
offsides on the offense.
Yeah. Head coach wasn't even off the field yet. It was totally strange that they decided to go ahead and kick that ball when the Whitecap hadn't finished the conversation.
Seems like somebody would check with him before they blew it in.
Right.
Why would they do that?
Whatever. Ready, not ready.
Potato.
Craig, look at number 40. That's him. That's Coach Blount.
It is.
That's Coach Blount.
Wow, it is. Holy smokes.
We went with number 40. He's going to coach our running backs. It's Coach Blount.
That is him.
I told you, man. Look at that.
Goodness.
Small world.
Hey, how about that? We got to see him.
Small world.
We got to see him after the game.
He had some big plays today.
Yes, sir. And you don't want to tackle that guy one-on-one because you're going to have to tackle a guy that's about 230 pounds.
Didn't he about murder somebody on the sideline?
That was number 8, wasn't it, Coach?
Okay, you're right. Doubles look for the Gamecocks. Quarterback in the gun. Give on the zone. He's hit at the mesh point, and the guy that hit his friends show up.
Well,
I think some guys came off the sideline to help with that play. And it looks as if the Titans defense has got the hands up, don't shoot thing going. Trying to tell the referees, no, I'm not doing anything wrong.
I didn't do anything wrong. That was not me. Do not throw the 15-yard flag that let them get down inside the 10 last time.
It wasn't me. The check was in the mail.
Yeah, if I did something, I'm sorry.
Well, you just wonder how long that the Upstate team is going to hang in here without their starting quarterback.
I would venture a guess mid-fourth quarter. There's a snap.
Oh, no.
Fake on the give. Ball's on the ground. That's
Fumble.
going to be a Titan ball, baby. Titan ball. Titan ball. Who's that with the ball right there walking towards the sideline?
Number 42, sir. Number 42.
Number 42. That's going to be Lenoris Millage on the recovery. Just a missed exchange in the backfield.
And that comes from not having your starter there, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, playing with your backup quarterback is not easy.
And if I'm the head coach of the Titans, I'm off the field and letting this game roll.
Yes, as fast as it can. Run, clock, run.
I mean, I'm not arguing anything.
No, please let the clock go. That would be my only thought.
I've got a 2-touchdown lead, and I made an extra point, and the last extra point attempt for the Upstate team was, let's just put it to you this way, they ran a play with 10 people on the field, and it was a loss of 5 yards. Now you're sitting there at the 20-yard line getting ready to score again.
Yes, run, clock, run. That would be my thought. There's a give off the right side.
Wow.
Pounding. See, again, run that football, man. You got to figure out a way to tire out the defense. And it doesn't matter if you make them chase the quarterback or the motion or you hit them in the face with a running back. You got to tire them out.
Well, Coach, I'm not so sure this has anything to do with the defense being tired. I think maybe the team from South Carolina's wheel is now broke, because that's the longest running play of the night for the Titans, and it was just a very simple turnaround and hand it off, and nobody was there. So you start to wonder about, how much fight do these guys have left in them?
Backfield. There's a snap. Quick
Straight
hitter
down.
right there.
Illegal motion that nobody was set.
Yep, that's going to back them up 5.
And we've hit 15 penalties for the Georgia
My
Titans.
goodness.
15 penalties, Coach. I would hate to be in the Sunday meeting with you if we had committed 15 penalties.
I would not be happy. Again, we would have special talks about thinking of others before yourself. That whole Philippians 2 and 3, we'd be having that conversation. There's a snap, fakes the give.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right across the middle.
Nice.
Is that my man Trayvon? Troy Vaughn. Pretty sure that's him on the catch. Yeah, that's him. Troy Vaughn, lot on the catch. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
And with that, we'll take a moment from your sponsors. It is 19 Georgia Titans, 6 Upstate Gamecocks. This is Bowman Michael with Score Sports, and we just stepped on a raccoon.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
2.
Welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. The start of your fourth quarter. Your Georgia Titans lead 19-6 over the Upstate Gamecocks.
Coach, you're looking down, and right now it's 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, 4-yard line. I'd come back and run the ball to the right side right here. They don't have enough people over here.
Nope, there's a big gap right there. And there
Touchdown.
they go. Right through Daniel. He just calls his own numbers like, yeah, I'm running right there because there's nobody between the 1 technique and the 9 technique. I'm going right there.
That was way too easy.
And just like that, it's 25-6.
I no longer have bad vibes about this.
No, this game is coming to a close. Look at the sideline.
And the guys from the Upstate sideline are now no longer watching the game.
No, there's guys going, hey, how long till we leave?
And the answer to that is 14 minutes and 57 seconds.
Hey, where are we eating dinner, fellas? that's what they're asking themselves the same questions that we're asking. Where are we eating dinner?
The answer is not at Anderson Park.
No, somewhere with green beer. Beers. Daniel lines up for the kick. Good snap, good hold. It's up and it's through. It's good.
Let me just say how impressed
It's all good.
I'm impressed with these guys. I mean, they kick the ball. They do everything that, real football teams do.
A lot of little things, man. You don't think about how important, like, their special teams play has been very, very good.
It has. It has.
It's been consistent the entire time, and if you can stay consistent till late into the game, big plays will occur.
All right, well, let's look at it. They got They got a short field based on stopping a fake punt. They had an intercepted pass for a touchdown, a kickoff return for a touchdown, and the kickoff return for the touchdown broke the Upstate Gamecocks back.
Oh yeah, broke their will to fight.
They're not even out on the field right now. This is just the last 14:57. It could turn in from 26-20. It could be 46-20.
Yeah, just like if I'm the head coach of the Titans, my thought is run clock run. Everybody on the Upstate Gamecocks team thought is run clock run.
Exactly, coach. I mean, they're not ready. Here comes the
onside kick.
And they got it.
It's going to be recovered, but I think they're going to be offsides on the kick right there.
I don't know unless they kicked
Flag went down.
Unless they kicked the ball before they were ready for play, but
the Titans are calling for a 1st and 10 going their way.
Give me something, Jennifer. Wide now so I can see something.
All right.
let's just see.
They're having a conversation about it. I'm not sure what's going on.
No, we're going to have a referee's conversation right now. We're going to determine if this was fair or not. And the answer to that was it was.
Maybe it went foul. Foul ball.
Yeah.
You get to swing again, right?
No, coach, this is a different sport.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get confused.
They blew the whistle to set the ball ready for play.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was offsides.
I don't think so either. I don't know if maybe he threw it. I've seen referees throw flags out of sympathy before.
Yeah.
But it's not your job. It's not your job. If you want to throw a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct and give me the ball right there, that's one thing. To throw a flag and say it's offside, that's another.
We're fixing to get a call. First down, Titans, coach.
First down, Titans. And just like that, the beating ensues.
Yeah, this is not going to end well. So they've started at the plus 20 and now at the plus 39. And
I'm going to call it right here, ISO. Here it comes.
You know, Coach, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm going to say this just because I'm that guy. The first play that they ran in the game where they lined up with the tackle over, that would be a way to end this thing for real.
Yeah.
Sucker seam down the middle of the field would be perfect.
Because he was wide open.
It ain't going to be that, though, because they're going to line up in a regular formation.
Yeah, I think they're looking to eat clock and pound the football.
Was there a mercy rule in this thing, Coach? Because it's fixing to be 4-touchdown lead.
Daniel under center. There's the give on the ISO around the right side. And there he goes. And that's going to be good for a Titan. First down.
Yeah, this one is slowly but surely getting out of the way. I mean, that was another 13-yard gain right there. Now, the Titans threw the ball 15 times in the first half. They've now run it 15 times, so they're pretty much as balanced as you can be.
There it is. Listen to me, because every once in a while I have a good idea.
And the running it to the right, Coach, has been an excellent idea because there's not anybody over here.
No.
Now there is. They just ran a guy
There
off
we go.
And
they run it to the left. Good job, guys. And it's going to be good for a pickup of about 4.
5. It's 5,
It
Coach.
is 5. Counting's never been my strong point.
Well, we got a bad angle on the down marker now since they switched sides of the field on us.
Why did they do that?
I have no idea.
Equal opportunity down markers.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, Coach. We're with you on that.
I'm gonna defer to you and say that you're right.
A dead ant just fell out of this tree on my stat sheet.
It happens. Fakes the give.
Oh, no.
Throws back out to the right-hand side. Tries to fake out of it. Only going to be good for about a yard. But really trying something different.
Okay.
I tell you what, there's a ton of talking going on down on the field. And down 26-6, I don't have much to say, just personally.
Yeah, but, Coach, you if you work 40 hours a week and this is the one game you're going to get to play this week, you're going to play it all the way to the end, right?
Oh, this is true.
If I got something really good to say to somebody, they're going to hear it.
I, too, shall finish the game. Here we go. All right, Daniel stands up.
Check.
Looks like he's checking around. Oh.
Unfortunately.
I think Mr. Griffin left early.
He was excited about something.
Yeah, I think that ball was going to him.
Man,
It's my experience when receivers false start, they were going to get the football.
16th penalty, Coach.
Oh, my goodness.
When you're up,
What would the game look like had the Titans been able to hold the penalties down below 5?
well, right now, if you're looking at, they have 16 penalties, and the Upstate Gamecocks have 8.
So double.
But there's 24 penalties in a game, and they haven't been penalties where we could really argue the calls because except for one of them.
There's a snap.
Tight
Takes
end.
it. Oh, just short. Getting pressure off the edge right there.
Yeah, if they would have had that blocked up better, they would have had a chance to hit the tight end right down the middle of the field for a huge gain.
Uh-oh.
He's cramping, Coach. That is a cramp.
That's Diaz Mitchell coming out of the game. It's not a good sign for the Titans. Hopefully it's just a cramp. Yeah.
We have the Isaiah Eppinger syndrome on the sideline right here. Cramp.
Get that guy some pickle juice. Give him some mustard. Mm-hmm.
Now, hate to say this, but guess what? We've played a whole game and there's no third down conversions. None.
Good gravy. All right, here we go.
Don't kick a field goal, Coach.
Yep. Daniel lining up to make the kick.
Not just any field goal. 42-yarder. That's
snap,
illegal.
A hold. Oh, and it's blocked.
There's offsides.
Picked up by Griffin, and he's going to be taken out.
That was offsides.
Yeah, they can't start early. I'm pretty sure that's a penalty. Yeah. Again, how do you not see him start early? So, and somebody's supposed to be watching that?
The guy over there saw it. He
I
looked
mean,
right at it.
I'm just saying. Now you decide not to throw a flag? What about the other 24?
It's a 20-point game. The chances of the Upstate, Gamecocks coming back and winning this game is slim to none, and Slim just left town. But
Slim Pickens.
yes, the point is that that was offsides.
My word, how do you miss that?
I mean,
whatever. It's going to be 1st and 10.
oh,
1st and 10 Gamecocks. Coming out what looks to be like their own 39-yard line.
well, I don't understand why the ball is not at the 45. Because the guy ran the ball, he picked the ball up. The play does not end when the ball is blocked. The play ends when the guy's tackled because it was behind the line of scrimmage, so it should be at the 45.
Yeah, I don't think they know that.
Well, they actually marked it there. Look at them, Coach.
Hey.
Good for them.
Good job, fellas. You blew the call, but at least you got the spot right.
You almost got everything right.
Their snap, give on the zone around the right side. He's going to be better at the line of scrimmage. And he's dead.
Well, he did
I'm
one.
kidding. He just laid there for a second. I was like, okay, that's not good.
We run the same scheme on the offense that these guys are running with the zone scheme, and you normally need to have a lineman chip to a linebacker to run that play.
It's not happening.
And nobody chipped to any linebacker, and they had a hole, but the linebacker is just sitting there unblocked, and he's hunting.
The only chips they got over there in French onion dip. You know what I'm saying?
We got some nachos at the concession stand that smell amazing.
There's a snap. I'm not sure everybody knew the snap was going to come. And he's going to be tracked down from the backside.
Wow.
Surprise snap.
Surprise snap is
it's like one of those April Fool's days from your center. Snap.
Yeah.
Quarterback takes off and runs. Everybody's like, what happened?
Yeah, the fact is that this is what happens when you don't have another quarterback. I mean,
yeah, the communication is bound to break down.
And the bad part about it is if you don't have another quarterback, you probably shouldn't call a designed running play for the quarterback.
No.
And that's what happened. They ran their quarterback, put him in harm's way, and he didn't get hurt on a sack. He didn't get hurt, by a rusher. He got hurt on a running attempt, and after that point in time, the offense has basically been nil.
Motion come from left to right. Quarterback
Oh,
drops.
wow, dear Lord.
And I don't know if they're going to call that a fumble or not.
They did, Coach.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 Titans.
That was a fumble. I mean, literally.
So just like that, the Titans are back on offense.
Do you know who recovered that fumble right there?
The Titans.
Should be number 42. Looks like he recovered the fumble. Number 42.
That's his second fumble recovery of the night.
Nicely done by Lenoris Millage.
And that was another sack. And, fellas,
The route is on.
yeah.
There's a high possibility 42 got the sack just because everybody was shaking, giving him a high five. So I will go with he involved himself in the playmaking of the turnover.
I agree with that, Coach, and that was basically what you call a jailbreak
Yes.
to the quarterback.
Everybody let loose on that one. 10 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Titans football here right on the 40-yard line going in.
So let's see what happens right here. Looks like we're going to get an eye backfield with a wing right here. Here's our set. Here's our set, Coach. Here's our set, Coach.
There's snap.
There it is.
Quarterback fakes, rolls back to his right, and is going to be sacked
Number 19
by
on the
number
sack.
19. Nice pursuit by number 19. He wasn't buying what they were selling. That was Johnny on the sack.
He was Johnny on the spot.
He was Johnny on the spot.
Sorry, it was there.
You're right. I agree.
Kind of wonder, it's 10 minutes, you're a 20-point lead, and you've run the ball effectively against these guys. You know, it might be just time to line it up and run it right down their throat. And
That would have been what I would have done. Just lined up, double tight. Here we come.
all right, well, they got them thinned right here, Coach. This is your own 5-man box thing. This ought to be, if you run the ball right here, you ought to be able to run.
There's snap. Quarterback drops. Throws
Curl.
to the left. He's got a man. He breaks the tackle. It's going to be a nice pickup.
10, 11 yards, Coach.
11-yard pickup. Going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, can it happen, Coach? We're right now looking at.
Come on, 3rd down. You can do it.
We're 0 for 18 on 3rd down today.
Let's go, Titans. Let's go. Let's go, Titans. Let's go.
I mean, somebody get a 3rd down. I can't go through a whole game without somebody converting.
Somebody
a
break
third.
into HUSTLE. Come on, let's do it.
No, let's don't.
Here we go. Doubles for the Titans.
I'm telling you, Coach, right now, you know I like to throw the ball, but I'm telling you, I'd run it right here.
Daniel in the gun. Back offset to his left side.
I would run the football right here.
There's a snap. Daniel drops.
Whip
Looks.
route. Boom.
Had a man. I don't know if he heard footsteps or that's going to be Ramel Drumgoal. But that ball was in and out of his hands right there.
All right, so you got 4th down and about 6 now.
Indeed.
You know,
If you run the ball twice, you get the 1st down.
you're still, if you go doubles, you're going to get them in a 5-man box. Give the ball to number 40. Give it to him.
Or run your quarterback.
One of the two. They don't have enough people in there to play it.
Here we go. 4th and 6. Doubles for the Titans. Going to be a 4-man line.
It's still
From
a
the
5-man
Gamecocks.
box.
There's a snap. Daniel drops. Throws
Wow.
out to the right side. And just outside the reach of his receiver. That's nice. Well covered.
Man,
3 guys there for the Gamecocks, but they help him up.
that was nice.
That's nice to see.
And with 8:03, Coach, we have no conversions on 3rd down or 4th down. And it's still a 20-point game.
recap the game for us, gentlemen. Tell the audience that just joined us a little bit of how the score got to 26-6.
Well, the original score, the first score of the game came on a 72-yard interception return for a touchdown, and that brought us to the halftime score of 6-0. In the second half, the Georgia Titans were able to push forth a touchdown on a sudden change on a touchdown pass of 38 yards. After that, the Upstate Gamecocks were able to drive down the field, get it inside the 10, but they failed on 4th down and goal, but they were also able to set them back deep enough so that they could get a sack in the end zone for a touchdown. Then after the sack in the end zone for a touchdown, you had a 73-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And then after a 4-and-out on the next drive, you had a quick touchdown by the Georgia Titans, which has brought us to the 26-6 score.
And that's your recap, folks. Here with 8:03 left in the fourth. Let's see if the Upstate Gamecocks have anything left in the tank.
I'm not trying to be mean, Coach, but I don't think they do.
I don't either, man. Down by 20 points with 8 minutes left on the road.
That and without your starting quarterback. So
that's the key. You know, I watch team dynamics is one of the things I look for. And you could see it on their sideline when the quarterback went down. Everybody was like, oh, no.
Yeah, the body language is not really good. They just run a guy on the play right tackle that I'm not so sure he knew he was playing right tackle.
Yeah, it's not good. And there's a snap.
And there's a blitz.
Lots of pressure. And that's going to be Kelvin Williams on the play.
Wow.
That guy's had a good game. That sack right there. You add that sack to the 72-yard interception return that put the first 6 points on the board. He's had a pretty good day.
That was a 16-yard loss, Coach. I mean,
They're just pinning their ears back at this point.
Well, I don't blame them because they know they don't have anything for them. I mean,
you can't throw it, or you haven't thrown it.
Nope.
So,
and that was the 34th rush of the night. And I'm not so sure that, I don't have the stats up to date with a computer program or anything, but I'm not so sure that they're in positive yardage running
doubles.
the football.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops, tries to throw it out.
And he threw it to us.
Just outside the reach of Island right there. He couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Well, I can tell you this, Coach. With the starting quarterback in the game, they threw the ball 9 times. He went out of the game with right around 2 minutes to go in the first half, and since then they've thrown the ball 3 times.
Yeah, the passing game is pretty much gone.
So, I mean, you're looking at it's basically one-dimensional offense right here.
Well, that's the thing is even if you don't plan to throw it, the threat of being able to throw it is enough sometimes.
And with them being in a 4-wide look, now their 4-wide look is working against them.
There's a snap. Quarterback rolls to the right. Quick throw out to the right. And he's brought down as soon as he catches the ball.
Yeah, that was a completion for 1 yard. And let's just be honest. It's a completion for 1 yard on 3rd and 26. Now it's 4th and 25.
Yeah, punt that ball out of here.
Please punt it.
And run, clock run.
Punt the ball. Let the game play out.
Please, Mr. Ref, do not throw a delay game.
The Titans will reciprocate. They'll run the football. And this game will end. Here we go. We're going to punt. I think we're going to punt. Yes, sir. A real punt formation, too, from him this time, Coach.
All right, here we go. Snap. Oh, no doing. He gets blocked.
The ball went past the line of scrimmage and a Titan touched it. That should be. Let's see how they call this. This literally could go back.
Let's see.
It's first down, Titans.
1st and 10 Titans.
So
With 5:54 left, Titans up 26-6.
So once again, they didn't punt a first down, and it went 6 yards.
For the love of all that is holy, fellas,
Run the clock.
run the football. Please do not throw the ball.
They're going to run it, but they're going to score right here, Coach.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, they've taken the Gamecocks' will to play. You know.
Yes, I mean, they took that after the kickoff return. The kickoff return ended the game.
That's a dagger in the heart.
I mean, it was 12-6 at that point in time.
It's a football game.
And you had to delay a game on the kickoff, and then after the kickoff, you kicked it, and a guy that – you didn't kick it to the deep guy. The up back caught the ball.
And just took it right at the poop
And
chute.
split the middle of the field, and if they run it right here, it's going to be a problem.
And there it is off the right side. He's going to be tracked down.
And he only gained
10 yards.
they're only going to give him 9.
No, it's a terrible spot.
I'm not going to disagree with the coach. I'm just telling you what they gave him.
Well, I disagree.
And we're rolling.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
And we're rolling under 5:30 right here, guys.
Run, clock, run.
The Titans' defense has been dominant today, though, Coach.
I mean, it's not just one guy.
No. And they've played it pretty straight up, too. Well, that's kind of not going to happen.
I was like, is that a fumble Rooski? What's happening right now? Because the offensive line froze, and I was like, huh.
3 guys went fast. The running backs went everywhere, and then it was like, hey.
Are they fixing to hand the ball to the guard and just let him run?
The center forgot.
That would have been amazing had they given the –
And if the center didn't forget, I apologize to you. I'm not trying to call you out on this.
Coach Postal, annexation of Puerto Rico right here. Run it, man. Run it. Here we go. Out backfield. Just a pro right formation.
Clock's running. They're letting it run.
Daniel under center.
Oh, my Lord.
Drops. Looks out to his right. He's got a man.
Nice throw.
Oh, nicely done. Tiptoes, gets out of bounds and stops the clock. Please stay in bounds.
Please.
I'm begging you. Just fall down.
That was the 21st pass attempt on the night to go with 18 rushing attempts for the Titans.
But here we are in the red zone again for the Titans.
Yes,
First
we
and
are.
goal from about the 8.
Now, they got a chance to make this 2 out of 3 in the red zone tonight.
In case you're coming to Anderson Park, the burgers are wonderful.
The concession stand is wonderful.
Oh, my Lord. Fellas, do your laundry somewhere else. Keep it off the field.
That was penalty number 18, Coach.
For the love of Pete, man.
We're getting close to Covenant territory.
Yeah, we played a game one time where it didn't matter what we did, there was a flag on the ground.
Even if it wasn't supposed to be a flag.
And I really contemplated murdering one of the referees.
And the bad part about it is one of those flags was on me. That was the bad part. The good part was I was right. He was wrong, and film showed it.
Yeah, film proved that. And there's a give off the left side. He's finding some traffic.
Man.
He's weaving and bobbing.
Down at the 1.
Down at the 1 yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. Now it looks like the 2.
All right, so that means the game wasn't 14 yards, it was 13 yards. I got all these things down to pat, man. This is good. I think I found a new way to do these stats because standing up made me work on it. This is good.
I'm glad we could overstretch your brain. Go ahead and, when you can, after this final touchdown here, go ahead and give us some
final touchdown.
give us some overall stats for the game so far.
Backfield, there's a snap. Quick give off the left side.
At the 1.
Yoshi in on the play. Oh! And there's a flag. For the love of all that is holy, whatever you do, clock keeper, do not stop the clock. Let them throw the flag. Do not stop it. And you stopped it anyway. So the only thing I asked you to do was not stop the clock. That was it. Have I ever asked you for anything else?
Well, there was that one time in Panama City.
Wow.
Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day, folks.
Happy Thanksgiving as well.
Yeah. Go drink some green beers.
And eat a turkey leg.
Green beers with a turkey leg. Hey, if you're not doing anything else, come on out here and have some hamburgers here at beautiful Anderson Park. I also hear the nachos are wonderful. And it's going to be first and goal from like the half-inch line. There's the give. And it's a fumble and recovered by the quarterback on what looks to be about the 5-yard line. All right. Oh, my goodness. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left in the game. Your Georgia Titans up 26-6 over the Upstate Gamecocks. Gamecocks finding tough weather here in Georgia. Although I have been at a game at Anderson Park before when it only rained on one sideline. No joke, I'm not making it up.
It was quite of a meteorological experience, I will say that.
We kept preparing to get wet on our side.
We did. We
and
had
the
tent
rain
and
never
everything
came.
going. No, it did not.
But it poured on the opposite sideline.
Yes.
All right. We're at the 2-minute warning, guys.
Yes, we are at the 2-minute warning. And with that, we'll take a moment as well. Appreciate everybody joining in with us, getting ready for the last 2 minutes of the ball game. This is Score Sports. I'm Bo, Adam, and 2.
Welcome back to beautiful Anderson Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Your Georgia Titans up 26-6 over the Upstate Gamecocks.
Coach Collins, Coach Chapman, talk to me about players of the game here.
Players of the game. Coach Chapman is working on some stats right here. I'm pretty sure that was offsides just then.
Were you impressed with the overall? Oh, they're going to throw a deep
Fade. Touchdown, unless he's out of bounds.
No, they're going to say he's wide. He's out. He's out of the back of the end zone right there. Players of the games. Defensively, I'm going to go with Kelvin Williams.
I agree.
Number 2 for the Georgia Titans. Offensively, that's kind of tough. Who do you give that to offensively? Like my vote would be Troy Von Lott.
I'm with you, Coach. I think that's the best.
Because he brought him to life.
Yeah, I think so.
Either he or Demetrius Griffin.
I'm thinking that Lott gets the call because he made the 2 plays, the huge plays that set him up to kind of get them down there early right before the half. Even though they didn't get anything out of it, it got their offense kick-started. And in the second half, it was, they've dominated the game. Let's just be honest.
Defense could have gone to a lot of people.
Yes.
The defense played lights out the whole game.
I mean, this game was over from the jump. I mean, right now you're looking at a total yardage aspect. They don't have 50 yards of offense.
And they got 26 points.
No. I'm talking about
the
the Gamecocks don't have 50 yards of offense. They have 26 passing yards. They have 1 passing yard in the second half. And I'm pretty certain that their rushing yardage is not going to reflect. It's going to be close to about 20 yards rushing.
Oh, that's picked by Navarre, number 10 right there. Here he goes. He's getting in. He's going to make it. And he's in there, baby. And just like that, folks, it's 32-6. Your Georgia Titans relentless.
And
just a relentless pursuit to the football.
That's the second defensive touchdown. And realistically, Coach, if we talk about this, they have more yards on returns than they have a total offense.
I mean, special teams and defense really brought it home for the Titans today. That's really the story of the day. And again, like I said with the defense, there's so many guys you could talk about today. Navarre had a great game. Williams had a great game. McGugan had a great game. I mean, it's hard for me to give a real evaluation because some of the numbers are hard to see when we're calling the game. But the defense, again, has just had a relentless pursuit to the football. Those guys are flying around and hitting people.
Well, let me explain to you how. When you say their defense has dominated this thing, the Titans have 206 yards of offense. They have 90 yards rushing. They have 116 yards passing. All right? They've run a kickoff back for a touchdown. They have just as many defensive touchdowns as they have offensive touchdowns.
I mean, that'll win you a lot of football games.
I mean, if you can play like that, look at this formation. This is interesting. Jump pass. Did he catch that one-handed?
He did. He snagged that out of the air.
Oh, my
with one
word.
hand.
I don't care if they called it a false start or not. That play was the best play of the game, period.
That was just his right hand.
That guy's telling him about it in the end zone down there. Beautiful. That was awesome.
He stabbed that one with just his right hand. That was nice.
Oh, that was great. And the two guys for the poor Gamecocks were in the end zone talking about it. That right there was awesome. Absolutely awesome.
But, so many guys had a great – again, so many guys on the defense had a great game. Aziz Sapp almost murdered somebody on special teams.
No, he didn't almost. It happened. I saw the ambulance.
Yeah. Like, if that guy didn't get an ambulance, he's on the sideline trying to figure out who he is.
Are they going to throw this again at the same guy? Please do. I want to see if they do it. Oh, they are straight Tebow in this thing. This is straight Urban Meyer.
Throw out to the right.
Oh, that's pretty.
And it's good.
Oh, and he threw the ball at him. And then he threw it back at him. Awesome.
I'm not sure who that's going to be on.
I don't know, but that was the greatest exchange I've ever seen.
My guess is that's going to be on offense.
It should be, Coach, but let's just be honest. It should be offsetting. That should be offsetting penalties.
One would think, but
it should be unsportsmanlike penalties.
Oh, and there goes another one. I just saw another flag. So that's 2 on the ground.
This 138 can't end fast enough.
That's the thing about 138 is, goes on for forever.
The bad part about it is that when you watch something like what just happened, those two plays right there, you're thinking about all the times they were in the red zone tonight.
Yeah, why didn't you do that then?
Why didn't you just run that play?
That's the thing about 138 is 138 runs from like Jonesboro to Egypt.
I mean, it's we've been in these situations, Coach, where you just want the clock, the game to be over, the clock to end. It's something always happens in that time frame where you're looking at it going, why? Why would you do this, or why would this happen, or how could this happen?
And I think the score is wrong. It should be 34-6.
It is. It's 34-6, Coach.
You can't run the clock and you can't get the score right. Come on, clock guy. I don't know where you're at.
Coach, we
get it together.
We got 1:38 left.
There it is.
There we go. 34-6.
Oh, and it looks like they're going to assess the personal foul to the Titans.
Wow, they didn't call it the other way?
Nah.
I mean, I agree.
At least offsetting. There's a kick. High spinning kick going to be fielded at about the 35-yard line.
Big hole.
Right down the middle of the field. Oh.
And right to the tackle.
And he gets stuck. And who is that? Jersey's all rolled up. I'm guessing that's Navarre just by the way he hit that guy. And it was. It was Navarre on the play.
I think Navarre just takes pleasure in inflicting pain and punishment.
And he may be mad at us for giving Kevin Williams defensive player of the game. But like I said, it could have gone either. It could have gone to a bunch of guys.
Well, we had already done that before he returned the ball for a touchdown. So
this is true.
He can't blame us for that.
No. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
And don't come up here and try to hit us either, okay?
Yeah. We're old. We're old. We're old and feeble.
I cannot handle that. I've already seen you decapitate a guy earlier in the year. Don't do that. So it's 1st and 10, Coach. There's 1:28. What do you do right here?
Try to go home.
I take a knee.
Try to go home.
I mean, you don't have your quarterback. What's the –
I get under center, and I give an ISO. That's what I do.
Well, they don't run the ISO. They just run the zone.
Their snap.
Oh, my
give
Lord.
Him
Please, God.
Give him the zone, and he's met at the mesh point. It's just –
This is just – it's over. 75 is telling him it's over. Just let the clock run.
Tell him, Yoshi.
Yeah,
Tell him, man.
I mean, this is one thing. And then if I'm the Titans, I'm not blitzing.
No.
But they just did.
But it looks like it might be an ain't been get in squad. So
I understand. Everybody gets to play.
Those guys want to play too.
We've had this discussion with other coaches before, Coach.
Those guys practice just like everybody else. And it looks like they're going to send 5. And here they come. Tagging the quarterback. He sets the zone around the left side.
He stayed in bounds. He was smart.
Yep.
So, looks like this is going to wrap up, Coach. We've got 24 seconds, so I don't think they're going to run another play.
Please don't set the ball.
They're not going to.
I'm begging you. Don't set the ball.
Even if they set the ball, it's at 15 seconds. We do appreciate everybody tuning in here to Score Sports, bringing you National Developmental Football League action between the Georgia Titans and the Upstate Gamecocks. Good first half. Really broke down here in the second half. Coach Collins, Coach Chapman, thank y'all so much for joining in with us. Jennifer, Keith on the cameras, appreciate all your efforts is there. Glad to bring you another night of Saturday night football here with Score Sports. Stay tuned, enjoy yourself. Look for us on YouTube. We got games every week. Be bringing you game action next week, hopefully 2 different games live on YouTube. This time won't even be tape delayed. Coach,
hey,
anything to say?
Happy
wonderful
Thanksgiving.
showing.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Wonderful showing by the Titans.
Yeah,
Yes.
the defense dominated. I mean, it was just you could see it early on. The goal line stand at the end of the first half kind of ended the game.
Yeah.
And realistically, it was the outcome was never in any doubt if the Titans didn't contribute to their own demise.
And we'll definitely see what the Titans have to offer next week. Look forward to both of that action. Gentlemen, thank you so much. It's been real and it's been fun. And I will say it's been some real fun. Appreciate the hamburgers. Appreciate the beverages. Y'all take care. Say somebody or find somebody, give them a hug, tell them you love them. We'll see you later.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.